Uh,
Oh no.
All right, welcome everybody to Warrior Esports League of Legends Tournament, November 8th edition. I'm Sean Valkyr Dwyer. Typically, you see me as an observer. A lot of you have seen me before. And with me today is a good friend of mine, Mira Kamuchi. Mira, how are you?
Hi. Excellent, thanks.
Yes. We have a smaller tournament today, 5 teams, so we'll have a play-in game. A lot of teams having a bye, waiting around. So we ask you guys stick around and wait if you can. If you absolutely have to play the game, we understand, but know that you will have to wait eventually. So if you can wait and watch, just enjoy yourself. So looking at the teams we have, we'll start off today doing the NK Skittlemasters versus Diamondback Predators. Both these teams have been here before, and I think they're mixed with gold, plat level talent, so it should be interesting. Given just those names, Mira, who's winning that game?
I like Diamondback Predators.
You like that? Okay, interesting. I think we're getting the game set up now. I kind of like NK Skittlemasters. I got to be honest. And the invites are coming out now, setting up the game.
I don't
But
like
that's
Skittles.
just me. You don't like Skittles?
No, I'm more of an M&M's type of person.
Well, but that's like comparing apples and oranges.
Well, they're both fruit, aren't they?
We'll move on. Some other teams that are coming back today. We've seen Illogical Gaming before, Easy Bots, and we play for RP. These are all very good teams. If I was handicapping the game, I would definitely say that it's likely one of those teams is going to come away with a victory. Specifically, we play for RP. I don't know if Mira, if you've taken a look at the roster, but that's a who's who. I wouldn't say maybe not a who's who, but there are definitely a few players on there that show up in high elo games. Like if you're watching Bjergsen's stream, like I've seen Ninjakin before.
Oh.
So, definitely the odds-on favorite. Are you giving them the edge to win this particular tournament? What do you
I
think?
don't really know the team.
You don't know the teams. Well, come on, we play for RP. They must surely they know what this tournament's all about. They're here for the money, straight money.
Well, who usually wins? Aren't these all regulars?
We play for RP has won in the past. They're not here every week. They're not undefeated or anything like that, but they do quite well. So I mean, I would expect them to win, but that's why we play the games. It's like any given Sunday in football. Anything can happen. I'm rooting for both NK Skittlemasters and Diamondback Predators.
Well, I'm rooting for Diamondback Predators, so you can't root for the same team. You're betting skins on this.
Wait, so my team is NK Skittlemasters?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Uh, and all right, so you've got Diamondback Predators, and they say they're going to win. So they're looking for the other team right now. So NK Skittlemasters, if you're out there, please join the game. Let's see, who are we looking for? Wolverine, who apparently might be AFK. So that's a great start to today's stream. While we get this set up, though, I'm going to take an opportunity to plug Epic Gaming Lounge in Allen, Texas. They are a gaming cafe that is going to start hosting us live every week. So we appreciate the love there. So if you're in Allen, Texas, or you have anyone in that area, be sure to show them some love as well. Some awesome esports gaming cafe action. Yeah. Would you go to a gaming cafe, Mira? Is that for you, or do you need to be at home for your esports?
If I was in Korea, I probably would. But I mean, I have a computer here, and it's more comfortable at home. So
what you're saying is, if they made it a very home-friendly atmosphere.
Yeah, well, and I don't have too many people here that play video games. So I mean, if I had a full team of 5 here, then I'd probably go to one.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I don't have enough League of Legends friendly people around here. I need to find them. So maybe a gaming cafe would be exactly what I need here in Philadelphia. So Epic Gaming Lounge, please expand early. Get your fingers out.
And Canada.
Is far away, and Canada's even further. But we're very interested parties. Still looking for NK Skillmasters. It might end up being that this play-in match we might end up with 4 teams anyway at this rate. But do we have any? Let's see. Well, we'll give them a couple minutes. I guess we can BS for a few and see if they show up.
If they don't, do I get a skin, or do you get to pick another team?
Oh, that's right. They're my team. I have to pick. I have to be able to pick another team. Right? I mean, I didn't. It's not like I didn't talk to Wolverine. I didn't psych him out. He didn't decide because he spoke to me. So that can't really be. Can't be my fault. But I mean, Diamondback Predators. That's not. Give me a logical gaming because they'll be the next game against Diamondback Predators.
Fine.
If NK Masters doesn't show up, I want a logical gaming.
Okay.
So for those of you that don't know, and it's probably most of you, I main support, so I'm what one would call a mechanically weak player, and Mira here plays ADC. So I'll be busting your chops as much as I can, and asking you to figure out what an ADC might be thinking in given situations. I know you've got an ADC mind. You can do it. Will you be able to do that, you think?
I suppose I could try. Although, I only play Jinx, really, so... If someone plays Jinx...
That's an ADC. So, that's it. Diamondback Predators, if you're listening, and I think that you are, we were formally requesting, a Jinx play.
Please.
Oh, boy.
I don't think I've had any luck with other ADCs in ranked, have I?
No, I mean, you don't generally like to play like your classic meta champions like Lucian, but I mean, you've had success with Twitch and things like that. I think you've
In ranked?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't have the ranked history in front of me. I feel like, maybe not in ranked. Jinx is your bread and butter in ranked. I'll give you that.
Or maybe we've done well enough, but then other lanes haven't had the best of luck.
By the way, Diamondback Predators, can you also invite WES Label out to the game? That's another important piece. I am not the observer today. That will be done by Label Out, and I think he'll be doing a better job. NK Skillmasters still not available. We're gonna go to the next game. It looks like NK Skillmasters was a little overly ambitious this morning. So we're going to move on and assume that we had a 4-team bracket, kind of like it was going to end. So we're going to do easy bots, and we play for RP. And Mira, this game ought to be very good. These are 2 very good teams. We've seen them play a lot. Like I said, we play for RP as stacked. Easy bots, I'm pretty sure, is a ranked 5 challenger team, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh.
So these are 2 teams that definitely know what they're doing. Not to say that the other teams didn't, but like these are mechanically very sound teams that have been playing together for a while. So to make this interesting, to get a skin bet here, because the other game is going to be going on while we watch this.
Okay.
Easy bots, we play for RP. Who you got?
Go with... We play for RP.
See, that is...
See, they're to the point. I like their name.
Fraudulent. You took them because you knew they were stacked. All right, I'll take the easy one. I believe. I think that's a clever name too.
I mean, they don't mess around.
All right. And we getting the game set up. They don't mess around. You're right. But easy bots. It's kind of makes you wonder. Makes you try and figure out if they're actually very good at all. But they are, and that's the brilliance of their name. So while we're getting this game set up, I guess we can talk about some of the changes coming in the next couple of weeks
I'm excited.
to preseason 2015. Are you very familiar with a lot of the changes?
I just know about the map and the smite changes. I haven't read all of it. Probably should.
You should. There are definitely a lot of things coming. Dragon is completely retooled. No more global gold until I think after the 5th kill. It is now a dragon buff that stacks.
Ooh.
It's interesting. I think they're playing around with things, trying to figure out if they can change play styles a little bit by doing so. And Baron buff has changed too. No longer gives you raw stats, if I'm not mistaken, and it no more health and mana regen.
Oh.
But what it does is make your minions very strong. It makes them go a lot faster, and they attack faster. So, some different styles.
Yeah, and I think if you smite certain monsters, they also give you buffs now, just normal monsters in the jungle.
Right, as opposed to just red and blue buff, giving you specific buffs.
Yeah.
Correct?
Trying to find the patch.
Here, I happen to... Funny, you should ask. I have them right here. I'll just send it to you.
Thank you.
Well, they're not really patch notes, but that's currently
yeah.
on the beta environment. So now we're waiting on another team. Hopefully they didn't just go away because they thought they had some time. We're looking for easy bots now to play. We play for RP. And NK Skill Masters.
Oh, well, lucky you.
My team is back in the running. Fantastic. We play for RP. We'll be back. I appreciate everyone for being patient. It sometimes can be a little bit frustrating when we have some buys because people think that they have some extra time on their hands. So, but we will get these games going. So now our original bet is back on. By the way.
Okay.
Diamondback Predators. Your team.
Yes.
I'm hearing that there are possible snags. Could be. We'll find out. Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of cool changes. It's the preseason, so the whole concept, I think, is to kind of get them out there, get the changes out there, and have people try it. Especially like get everyone playing it, so that you can get a wider sampling. Just figure out what you need to tweak. 'Cause there will be some tweaking.
Yes.
So, and there is now a crab that wanders the river. He doesn't actually attack you.
The scuttle crab.
I think
Read up on him.
something tells me that the whole idea behind the scuttle crab is to do more merchandising. They needed another plushie to sell.
After I'm reading this, it says killing the scuttle crab summons a speed shrine for 90 seconds, providing the killer's team with bonus movement speed, and it grants them sight of the surrounding area.
Oh, that's just okay.
Cool.
I don't know if I agree with the added sight. Sight is so important in this game.
Yeah.
And the vision war is so important. This is support talking. That I don't know if I agree with having something built into the game that gives you extra vision. I remember remember that on Twisted Tree Line, the 3 versus 3 map? They had a monster that you could kill in the middle, and then you would grant vision as well. Do you recall that?
Really?
Yeah.
Was it?
Oh.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, they did. I'm pretty sure it was a monster.
Was it when you could also buy wards?
Probably.
Wait, are we joining?
We are joining this game.
Okay.
We're back. So we are now back to NK Skill Masters and Diamondback Predators. Fantastic. But yeah, so I don't know if I agree with having something built in that gives you vision. But yeah, they did have it on Twisted Tree Line, and they got rid of it. And I thought it was kind of for that reason. Mira, move down to spectator.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, so we have Wolverine, who is the team captain of NK Skittle Masters, and Almorex, who is the team captain for Diamondback Predators. Oh, and they've got 2 Almorexes in here.
Whoa.
Oh, man. All right, so
Almorex Jr.?
I think it's Terrell, a.k.a. the real Almorex, as you can see. So this game ought to be interesting. Unfortunately, I can't see their ranks. It's not loading, so I can't really handicap this game. I just know off of past experience that it ought to be pretty close. So we'll get into this game shortly. I think we're just waiting on one person, and we'll get right into Champ Select. So, are you especially interested in the remake of the map?
Yes, it's very exciting. I'm big for graphics, and I know it shouldn't be the most important thing in a game, but it does make it a lot more enjoyable for me.
Okay, that's okay. But you're not one of those people.
I'm shallow.
You're extreme.
Oh yeah.
Finally, it came out on stream. Working on you for 10 years, and it finally. Son of a. Yeah, I mean, I think it needs that update. Riot sees this as a game that's going to last for a long time, or at least they certainly hope so. So you need to constantly give it updates. You need to give it some new coats of paint.
And you know those walls that you think are more narrow than they are, and you try to flash over them, but you can't?
Sailfish.
Yeah, I think they're fixing that up a little bit too. Because I know I fail flash quite often.
Trying to make it more visually apparent what's flashable and what's not.
Oh, and they got their 5th.
Oh yeah.
He's not theirs. That's awkward.
Oh. I'm not sure. I'll let the back end staff take care of it. Yeah, so we're apparently a random joined. It was like, hey guys, is this cool? You mind if I just do a pickup? Probably doesn't even know this is a tournament, but hey. We should really tell every random that comes in, hey, there's a tournament going on. Here's the link. Get a team and sign up. Get some RP.
Oh.
I mean, that's how I would do it. So we're still waiting on number 10. Number 10. If you're out there, please. Mira loves League of Legends so much that if she doesn't get it, she jumps hard. Do you hear that? Because I see it. It's not pretty. So please.
Seen it.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen it. Yes. What else is changing? I mean, a lot of big things are changing. How about the new champion, Callista? How do you feel about her?
I've quickly read up on her. I think it'll be very hard to get used to her because when I try to last hit on minions, I always cancel. But now, if you try to cancel for her, you jump. Oh.
We are doing a 5v4, I believe. Why is it my team that has the 4? This is not fair.
See, but if your team wins, I'll have to buy you 2 skins.
That's in the rules? Fantastic. All right, here we go. NK Skittle Masters is your blue team. Purple is Diamondback Predators. Unfortunately, it is a 4v5, but it is in the rules that you can play in this situation. And anything's possible. So we see a Kha'Zix band come out first. Pretty standard, very... Oh. Well, hold on a second.
That's not surprising. So is that forfeit?
Well, we're not sure yet. We'll find out. We'll work on the whole back end thing. Let's talk about Callista. At the moment we're working on some snafus in the back end here. So Callista, yeah, the whole canceling of auto attacks.
Yes.
Hard to get used to.
Yeah. I'm sure if I practiced her enough, it would be okay. But I don't know. I'm not very good at last hitting, so I think it would mess me up a lot more.
Yeah.
I don't know. But she looks.
We do a little
really
stutter stepping with.
Yeah. So you can't really. You kind of stutter. I don't really. I guess I'll have to play her.
Apparently, she's the master at orb walking, though. Which, by the way, I don't even know what is the. Can somebody give me the
Yeah, what-
origin of walking? I know the phrase.
Orb walking.
You never heard that before? That's like when you do like
No.
perfect timing with auto attacks and you kite.
Oh.
Really, I don't know. I've heard the
Huh.
phrase. I don't know exactly where it comes from.
Is it so you cancel the animation because the animation takes a while or something?
Yeah, you cancel like the back part of it. I think.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Hold on. We're going. We have an awesome tool at our fingertips, the internet. Orb walking. Let's.
Ah, yes. To
Well,
Google.
all right, hold on. Now we're getting 5. Apparently, we're back again.
Oh.
NK Skill Masters. Yes, I might yet get a skin.
But because your team is being a little problematic, I think half a skin is in order.
Where was that in the rules?
I'm making them up
How do I earn the other half of the skin?
next week.
All right. Well, I guess I give you credit because you had an answer really fast. I'll give you that. All right. So looks like we finally have the teams. And now handicapping this, it's still even now looking at the teams, the ranks. I don't know if you can see them as well. I think you
Yes.
can. NK Skillmasters definitely has an advantage. They actually have a master I was not aware of.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And there's a
We're back-
bronze, but I don't know if that's his main account or not.
And bronze, you know what? It's just a name. It's just a color. Okay.
According to a lot of people in bronze, they deserve to be in challenger.
Well,
It's just the people around them.
some deserve to be pro. All right, and we're into champ select. So, okay, just so you know, Mira,
Yes.
we won't. The stream will not be able to see summoner spells
Okay.
as they're being selected. So, just so that there's no ghosting, there's no delay. So we don't want people to have to because they can't see the other team's summoner spells. So we just don't talk about
Oh, okay.
that until we get to the 3-minute delay.
Okay.
All right, so we have a Rise ban and a Thresh ban.
Yes.
Semi-standard, Rise, very strong snowballing top laner towards the late game. Thresh is, if you don't like playing against Thresh in the bot lane, if you're not confident in positioning, then get rid of him.
I hate Thresh. I agree with that ban.
I was gonna say that's. I think this is because they're your team. They're gonna got a jinx on that team. I swear.
I hope they have a jinx.
Zed ban comes out from blue team, which is NK Skillmasters. Another strong mid laner.
Yes.
Not
Who do you
too.
think stronger, Zed or Yasuo?
Well, we actually had we started talking about this before the stream went live, and with Yasuo's bans, I guess Zed is the stronger one. I would say. Lee Sin and Jace bans also pretty strong. We've seen Jace get played a lot since Worlds.
Mid.
Lane. But he's a flex pick. He can go top. His poke's really nice. I mean,
Yeah.
I think he's very ban-worthy. And Lee Sin, playmaking jungler, falls off late, perhaps, with some of his damage, but still very
A
strong.
Rengar.
And Rengar, what do you think about that? Would you have banned Rengar?
Probably not, just because I dislike Yasuo so much that I would just ban him in every game. And
Ban Yasuo, Thresh, and
yeah, Yasuo, Thresh, maybe like a Tristana. But I mean, I'm not in Challenger, so.
well, neither am I, but I can still think like one, right?
A Blitzcrank! I'm so happy.
We have a Akali on the blue team as a first pick. Akali's a really strong champion. If you feel you can outplay the other team, you can snowball and completely take over the game.
Yes.
And we do have a Blitz. I love Blitz. as you well know, my favorite champion. So whoever's playing that support, I love you to death.
Is Blitz still your most played?
All time, for sure. In ranked this season, Morgana.
Oh, right.
Love me some Morg. And we see Darius get selected. Interesting. Interesting. I mean,
I'm not a big fan of Darius.
if you're really good with him, you can make great things happen. He's an interesting champion because he can probably go jungle. He could go top. So you're not exactly sure where he's going to go. Likely top, but we don't know for sure. I don't know if you can set a perfect team fight and you get his ult to proc multiple times, he'll make sense. But
And he can pull a collie from her little bubble.
that's true. That's true. Of course, it takes a split second for her to uncloak, doesn't it? I think they'll have to listen. They'll have to be buying pink wards if they're smart. They'll be buying
yes.
for her. Yep.
So if Diamondback Predator picks Jinx, they'll have our classic Blinks lane.
That's right.
I'm so excited.
Blitz and Jinx makes Blinks. That is our. Aaron and I are playing duo queue. We have Corki and Pantheon. So I love Corki. He's my favorite ADC.
Yes.
I think he's very strong in the mid game. Brings good poke, good magic damage. As far as ADCs are concerned, and Pantheon, who
I do like Pantheon.
his ult is game changing if you know how to use it.
We haven't seen too many people who've been really good with their ults, but I'm sure Marsip is very good.
Yes, I would hope so. I would hope so with playing Pantheon. He'll be on stream. It's all riding on this.
The pressure.
Yes. And then coming out from Diamondback Predators, we have Katarina and Jax. Interesting.
They're leaving ADC to last. The suspense is killing me. I hope it's Jinx.
NK Skittle Masters should have just stolen Jinx from them. That would be amazing. I would have loved it. Jax and a Katarina. These are all or nothing champions to me. Like, you either are playing super well and dominating, or you're way behind and you're never going to get back.
I've seen Jax do pretty poorly in the beginning and come back late game because he is a late game champion.
For sure. No, you're right. I don't think he'll be super impactful early. But if you're way behind, you're going to have to do so much farming.
Yeah. And Blitz on a team that's doing poorly can't do much, as you well know.
It's true. It's unfortunate, but also true. I love Blitz, but if you don't have that early lead, there are better tanks out there.
Yes.
It's just unfortunate. You've got to be really money with those pulls.
Or just flash in there and ult.
Well, yeah. Well,
I've seen you do that.
I have. It's true. Oh.
Oh.
And a Kha'Zix. Very strong picks, I think. I like that coming out of NK Skill Masters.
I thought he was banned, but I forgot that was the game before.
Game before. Yeah. Kha'Zix a really strong carry jungle. And Urgot. I think that's a troll hover. Oh! Hover.
The Jinx came out for a second.
I think we can play with you a little bit.
Teasing me.
Keep your mind out of the gutter. This is a G-rated. With a blitz, I don't think it's a Caitlyn. I'd be surprised if with a blitz.
I think you'll do what's right. Yes.
They said, "Listen." Very happy for you.
Thank you. Classic Blinks combo bottom. I'm very excited.
Very nice. Very nice. I mean, both teams. I would say that NK Skill Master's a little bit more classic meta, but some strong champions coming out from both. So it'll really come down to who outplays the other.
But come on, you can't tell me you're not rooting for the Blinks combo at all.
I'm rooting for the Blitz player.
But the Blinks combo.
No opinion whatsoever past that. Only for the
Stop it.
Noob314. He's my man. All right, fine. The whole bot lane combo I'm rooting for.
Okay.
But, you know, we'll see. I want to be completely impartial, except I've got a skin riding on this.
Half a skin.
That's true. But then I just assume that I'll get a skin later. So we're in our 3-minute delay. So now we can
Right.
we can now see the summer spell. So this is a Darius jungle, which is the most fun coming out of the summer spells here. How do you feel about that? Is that something you would like on your team, or if you saw that, you'd be really afraid? Be like, oh man.
I feel like it can work. Like, we've had Darius jungles before, but it's just the players weren't really good at jungling, I guess. But I want to see it work because his pull is really strong. And especially with the Blitz, I think it could work.
You got pulls for days. If Blitz is great at landing pulls, then yeah, you can pretty much kill somebody very quickly because you'll keep it locked down with Darius there. But and then I like the Blinks combo because or Blitz Jinx. The Chompers work very well with Blitz.
Yes.
Can you tell that we really like this combo? We're just like, let's forget that the game's even happening. Let's focus in on.
But the Minx combo, Morgana Jinx, is also very good.
I think that one is.
Yes, that one takes the cake.
But Corki Leona is very good too. I like that. I think again, I love Corki.
Yes.
I think I won't call him underrated, but he's underplayed, and at least like in some elos. You see a lot of Lucian, for example. And we saw a lot of Tristana. But I love Corki. Like.
I thought there was a point where he was played almost every game, and was it beginning of season 4?
We're talking about Corki?
Yeah, when Trinity Force was buffed. I forget when that was. I know he was really popular.
You're actually talking about something from like season 1.
Yeah, actually, that was 3 years ago.
Before they changed the.
Is that when Heart of Gold was still in the game?
Oh my god, my favorite!
I love that item. I was upset that they took it away.
I do like, and by the way, so this is a Pantheon mid or Pantheon top with an Akali mid or top. Where do you think? Who would you put where? Because we'll go up against
maybe Pantheon mid, because then he can ult both top and bottom.
I was thinking that exact thing. I was thinking that ult, if you're in mid, can pressure both. If you're in top and you're not the jungle, you're pretty much only pressuring mid.
Yes.
For the early part of the game. I like Leona and Pantheon together, though. Because Pantheon ult puts a good ult down. He stuns somebody. Then Leona locks them down again. And then you have Akali, Corki, Kha'Zix, some really high damage
It's going to be hard for Cat to ult properly this game.
This is going to be interesting for Miss Katarina. But so it's all going to come down to appeal from her team, and she does have some, and it'll come down to positioning and timing for her. So, but having said that, if she does get that really good timing, really good positioning, she can do quite well. So it's not the tankiest team. They've got a Leona who's very tanky, but outside of that, you're not no super tanks, right?
No. Oh god, who is their support? Because it's definitely not Blitz.
So, see the loading screen. So right now, all you see is us. But yeah, definitely not tank is the skin of choice. Can I be honest with you? I'm going to get real here. I know it's a popular skin, but it's not my favorite. I gotta be.
No, it's not. I like the Boom Boom car.
Oh, Piltover Customs, aka Boom Boom Car. Yes. I
think.
I like but everyone loves definitely not Blitzcrank. It makes you feel warm and fuzzy.
Yeah. Warm and fuzzy. It's not the first thing I would have said.
Well, that's you're. This is Canadians,
Actually, like the iRobot Blitz, iBlitz.
You just like him because he walks around like a fancy boy.
Yes!
I mean,
looks very flamboyant.
With that at all, but the fact is, he walks around.
Do your voice.
Girls! Yeah,
That'd be terrifying.
that's what Blitz sounds like.
Oh,
So it was a
and we're here.
quick loading screen. So it'll take a couple seconds here for the stream or for the spectator mode to get its little buffer. That's how they fixed spectator mode. So it looks like everyone's taking forever to buy items, but in reality, Riot is just trolling us.
What was happening? Like,
It
I
was
kind of missed that whole thing.
well, so spectator was lagging out every. Oh, we have pause coming out.
Oh.
So what was happening was that spectator, it was lagging out. Was just overall really bad for about 3 or 4 weeks, maybe. It was it was very bad. So they fixed it by building in a buffer.
Huh.
Apparently, there was some stream loss. So
And coincidentally, it was happening during Worlds.
we have conspiracy theorists that
You're the one that said it first.
a certain label out might also agree with me, though. So screw you. So do people see anything level 1 that'll be interesting with like a blitzcrank? Are they going to get real cheesy here? Or are we going to?
Well, the Kazakhs and the Corki are sitting right there in that bush, and I know some Blitz like to go in the dragon pit. and
Oh,
pull
you can read me like a book.
That's what you would have done.
I know exactly.
Can that ward? I guess I can see what they can see.
Yeah, we can see. They can see the blitz walk in there, so they know that he's looking for pull. But
oh, and the Pantheon gets thrown. Oh, that was close.
It was rake, but they do get the Pantheon flash for nothing. So NK skill masters, they have the higher ranks, but they're being a little bit careless, perhaps. So Blitz, loving that pull. Right now, it looks like we're just having relatively standard starts, though. The top laners are taking their posts, and
Nothing crazy.
Nothing too crazy. Kazakhs get a little bit of a leash at red. Darius.
But standard beginnings in pro games, don't they all start with invades?
A lot of times, because I think they essentially figure, why not? If you play it smart, the best thing that can happen is that you catch somebody in a bad situation. But of course, then you could be caught yourself. So it goes both ways. But I think they just generally say, why not?
Oh, so the Panth is top.
Pantheon will be top. Interesting. I guess that's more standard.
I feel like he could have done well against a Katarina, too.
Yeah, because he has his stun, but maybe...
Yeah.
And he can equally kind of trade poking.
Yeah, they're both melee.
Well, it is what it is, isn't it?
It is what it is.
Yeah, but Kali doing some solid.
Ooh.
Katarina unable to return any favors yet. And bot lane right now getting zoned out. Corki and Leona hit level 2 first.
Yes, that's huge.
So Jinx and Blitz are wise to back off. I mean, they're level 1, not very strong. So they'll wait till level 2 to be safe. Just readjust my icons. Oh, we have a gank from Kazakhs coming top!
Oh, the stun!
Oh, Jax flashes, but wisely waits to use the stun afterwards, and they do get that kill.
It's like he flashed as Pantheon was using his stun, so he was stunned far away from Pantheon.
I've had that happen to me before. It sucks. Because you just want to use that flash as soon as you get a chance. We have Kazakhs coming middle, looking for this counter.
Oh no!
She'll flash early. She'll have to recall. She will go back, I think.
Oh, not go back?
Hey, that's dangerous, but hey.
Ooh, she still has her Ignite. Akali has her Ignite.
Yeah, I would be very nervous if I was Katarina.
Yes.
Looking at the CS, Jinx is keeping very close. They're
Yes.
tied right now. Going aggressive, though. Zenith's in. Chopper's come down.
Oh, close one.
Pull was a little off. Would have made it a good trade, unfortunately. So Jinx lost that trade as a result. Kha'Zix, then
Invading. Wow.
He's counter jungling. He's saying, I've got double buffs. I'm pretty strong. Darius, where are you? I want to fight.
How is the wave clear on Darius? In the jungle.
In the jungle? I'm not really familiar. I would imagine it's not the worst, but it can't be the best either. He has his Q, which is nice.
I guess it's called jungle clear, not wave clear.
I got confused. So we have Kha'Zix. He comes to check bottom. Unfortunately, he won't be able to do anything because they're pushed up there. Team is. So he'll just be content to farm.
Katarina's pretty behind in farm.
Yeah, that is going to be an issue. If you let a Kali roll, that is hard to stop.
Oh, a pull on the Corki. The Chomper's got the Corki!
Will they be able to close in on this kill? Your hardest to get this Corki. Oh, the Zebra! Oh! Flash, but the heal from Corki!
One more auto, please! Oh no! That was close. Oh, the Jinx might go down to the Leona!
Was able to pull
one more!
And he's able to...
Both supports got each other's ADC.
That was actually a really good play from Blitz because Leona was going to kill that Jinx, and if he doesn't at least get the Corki, that trade is not, is not even. So they at least make it an even trade. And Darius is tanking top lane.
Oh.
Jax goes in with his stun. This is...
Oh, wow.
That's actually interesting. Oh, Darius wants to flash his forward.
And Pantheon will probably go down.
That lead. Can he get one more?
Oh, no!
Unfortunately, no.
That was close. Oh, Kha'Zix coming in.
Yeah, Kha'Zix. Oh,
they picked one off.
And they have a colleague rotating.
Oh, no.
Oh, they're going to try and bait this.
They're an obvious bait.
Yeah.
But it works. We've seen it happen.
It does work. They try and bait it out. Oh, Kali is looking for...
Oh, no!
Darius instead, and this is a dead Darius. That's unfortunate. That's not really a misplay. It'd be nice to have some ward coverage on that try so you know that it's coming. But, it's unfortunate. So, mid lane, Roam from a colleague nabs a kill on the top lane.
Doesn't look too good.
That's never good. No, it's their closest lane right now. In fact, they have a slight lead is in the bot lane, which is relatively surprising to me.
Surprising? It's the Blinks combo.
We did hype them up a lot.
We did. But I'm glad I'm glad they're
not surprising from that necessarily, but like Corki to me is a very good farming ADC.
But Jinx's global ult, game changing.
It can be. It absolutely can be. She's close to. She just hit level 6 right now. Speaking of the devil, what can she make a play? Is the real question. Right now we have gold lead is almost 2,000, which is a lot this early, and Kha'Zix is coming down to gank bot lane. The Jinx.
That's just no good.
Oh.
Jinx goes down.
Is able to pull the Kha'Zix into tower. Kha'Zix
uses this flash.
Yeah, so they do. The gank is on the Jinx.
Katarina almost gets the Akali.
Hold on a second.
Oh no! That was close.
They go aggressive in the mid lane, and Katarina almost able to pull it out, but she loses the trade. Hold on, there is a Jinx ult coming down middle.
Oh, so close. I don't know if that would have killed her.
Pantheon ult mid as well. He's looking to clean.
Oh.
Actually, it wasn't needed.
It was the contingency plan.
It was. And you know what? It's good to have options, and it looks like NK Skillmasters has their eye on Dragon. And Diamondback Predators likely knows that this is happening, but there is nothing they can possibly do about it.
No. Pantheon stealing purple team's red.
Oh, and that is going to hurt. Darius is 0-2. He's already behind, and with that red going down, that'll set him even further back. Jinx tries to get Kali to stay. I don't think that's what you want, Jinx. I think you want... If Kali's leaving, let her go. We have Jax pushing up the top lane here.
Late game, though, would you think Jax is better than a Pantheon?
Super late game, absolutely. Absolutely. But here's the issue with a game like this. The goal lead is 4,000 for blue team.
Oh,
right?
yes.
Do you even get to that stage?
Let's hope so.
Blitz tries to go aggressive on the bot lane and misses the pull. The Pantheon is going aggressive in the top lane. Jax is returning.
Oh, wow.
But I think he'll die to that ignite. Yes, he will.
He did a surprising amount of damage to the Pantheon.
He did. But Jax is one of those guys, like, you pop your ult, you know, you only have a limited amount of time to get your job done.
It's a fairly long period of time, isn't it? Let me see.
Just click on that champion.
It is
Knowledge.
8 seconds.
It's not bad.
Wow, the Corki
Corki
should go down. The Blinks combo.
Wow. Awesome.
So
Good for them.
do I get a skin if the Blinks combo wins?
We'll talk. We'll talk off. Kali thought about rotating down bottom, but she'll just come back to do some serious damage to that Katarina.
Oh no.
This is still gonna be a dead Katarina, I think. Maybe not.
No, that was a good ward shampoo combo.
Kazu's in the counter jungle. I think
Poor Darius.
Right.
There's nothing he can do.
It's unfortunate.
That Kha'Zix is scary.
He's a carry jungle. He's, you know, one of the few viable carry jungles. It's like he and Rengar, for my money. This is just one man's opinion.
I think I like Kha'Zix more than a Rengar.
I think Kha'Zix is... Yes, I agree with you. I think he's generally better. I feel like if you have a wizard on Rengar, though, whew, he can be pretty good. And then... So what if you're Korean...
Okay. It's close enough to a wizard.
Yeah.
Oh! Zenith Blade! Oh, and she gets...
I don't know if she had to flash, but she does.
Oh no.
And that damage trade was not good for purple team.
Well, Leona had her ult up, so if she ulted her and she didn't flash, she would have probably died.
Yeah, alright.
It said a lot of she, so I don't know if you got confused.
Who's she, the cat's mother? yeah. Oh,
Darius waiting in that bush.
There might be a brawl in purple lane's topside jungle. The ult from Leona.
They're gonna dive the tower for that Katarina. And Leona can of course get away with doing that.
And the champions they have going right now are very good at tower diving, obviously. You have a Pantheon, and Leona to tank it out, and Kali to dash in.
Yes. Kha'Zix reset.
That's true. So this could get out of hand. It's 5,000 gold. Bot lane is still close. It's very still close. Right now, the gold on Corki, he's only up 200 gold, and that's pretty much the dragon.
Oh, yeah. Late game, though, you just say Jinx or Corki's better.
Oh, hold on a sec. We have a Kali and...
let's
see, we want to get Jax out of the mid lane. I think super late game, I think Jinx is a better hyper carry, personally. If you mean like a classic hyper carry, but I think Corki does more things.
Oh. The Leona will not be able to get the Jinx. Her auto didn't go off on her. But Corki flashes.
Beautiful rocket.
Oh, and
full kill.
Oh, that is a shame.
And the purple team's tier 1 top turret drops. Kali gets another kill. She's up to 5 kills. 5-0-1. Katarina, desperation play, trying to off the Corki, but she'll get killed herself instead.
Yes.
Gives some money to Kha'Zix. Well,
this is getting a little out of hand.
It's getting out of hand. We always like to, at stages like this, like to talk about what scenarios can purple team win in. What? Talk to me about the outlier scenarios. It looks bleak, but what can they possibly do? What would you do if you're
maybe a bad Baron call? They could try to get ahead.
So you're thinking
we've seen a lot of those.
Okay. In case Skittle Masters might make an early call they shouldn't. Yeah, they might have to wait for that. But in order to get that, you're going to have to get vision out. And right now, I don't know if I see one ward for Diamondback Predators.
Well, let's just put down a ward in the river bush.
Oh man, Blitz. Cosmos count jungles.
Oh, that is a shame. At this point, I really don't think Darius can do much. I mean, he has to get in close to do any damage, and he just gets blown up.
Oh, and Kha'Zix is rotating bot. They see him on the ward right now. Blitz, you have to start moving now. Kha'Zix has his sights on the Jinx, but he'll take the Blitz if he wants it.
He flashes. He might still go down to the Corki. And he lives!
Pops the mana shield, but they will live. Oh, but Jinx, you have to be careful. They can make up distance. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, the reset on the Kha'Zix lets him get away.
And that was an okay play from the Blitz, but unfortunately, because they're so far ahead, they can get away with it. So that's unfortunate. Pantheon finds himself alone here in the topside jungle, and if Purple Team is able to react quickly enough, they might be able to get him, but it doesn't look like they'll be able to. Oh, hold on a second, he might get himself caught.
Down. Oh!
Oh, the blue team seem... Alright, fine. You guys don't want to respond to the bottom aggression?
Oh, the stun from Jax missed, but they still get the kill on him.
Oof. Well, that's... Pantheon, unfortunately, one of the only members of NK Skillmasters that does not have a shutdown bonus, so they would prefer that. Well, they'll take kills where they can get them.
Yes. I'm glad Darius got it, too. I don't think he's been having too much fun in the jungle.
I despise jungling, and jungling is no fun when you're behind, and that is big damage coming from Kha'Zix. Katarina is able to ward jump over the wall, but she was chunked there for about a one combo from Kha'Zix. I believe that was his Q. And blue team, in case Skillmaster is gonna move and take the middle tower with tier 1. There's very little that Predators can do to stop it.
Almost 11,000 gold.
That's gargantuan at this stage. It's 16 minutes. Well, about 17. So we'll see what happens. And the issue is, usually to stall games out, what you want is a lot of wave clear. And, I mean, Jinx has some okay wave clear with her rocket auto attack, whatever that is called. Do you know what it's called? I forget. You're the Jinx player.
The switcheroo?
The switcheroo. Blue team dragon. Or talking.
I think I'm right.
But other than that, they don't have a ton of wave clear. I mean, I guess Katarina is good, but she certainly doesn't have a lot of money. So it's going to be interesting. Pantheon is going to push the top lane by himself, and nobody from Purple Team is to stop him. They're just going to team fight.
Darius taking a lot of damage.
So is the Cosmo.
Oh! Good pull from the Blitzcrank. Leona's ult kind of whiffs, and
That was actually a 4v4. I thought it was a 4v5. Oh, this Akali can go nuts in this fight right here.
oh no.
You have to be very careful.
Jack's getting caught. Ollie getting 2 more kills.
Akali,
Close pull.
almost does get... Excuse me. Katarina attempts to stop the Pantheon in top lane, but is unable to do so. She'll come back and try again. Akali goes aggressive on Jinx and will finish the kill. She
Oh no! She gets all of them, but she will go down. Although...
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness!
Plus her shroud, amazing!
Wow.
I don't even know what happened there, but that was...
How did that happen? I thought towers could still...
They can. I don't know why she lost aggro. I guess
Oh.
the
I don't know if that was just really lucky or I'm just bad and she's just that skilled.
Let's go with that.
Okay, that's better.
Because that looked really good.
It did. Oh no!
Yes.
Yes, I'm Flinks combo. Yes.
Oh, the shutdown bonus, that juicy. Watch out, here comes Jinx the Hyper Carry. Good.
I'm actually surprised to see that she bought the static shift first. I thought people usually bought the damage item first.
So are you talking about more in terms of like an Infinity Edge or what?
Yes, like an Infinity Edge or...
My god, this Kha'Zix is hurting a lot.
Wow.
Jax gets taken down to about 25% and needs to flash the wall out of his own jungle.
Yeah, Kha'Zix hurts.
Oh dear. Yeah, this is going to be tough. They need to find a pick, perhaps, and they do have a blitz, so they can. It's possible, but usually a pick for me starts with vision. You need to be able to own the vision war and make the enemy team walk in blind. And right now, it doesn't look like that's happening, unfortunately for them. But having said that, they can't get past. They can't get past where their tier 1 used to be. It's so dangerous for them. Like, it's a hard situation.
So their best bet is to really turtle on the towers and hopefully Blitz getting a good pull, or...
Oh, we have Pantheon chasing the double buff Jinx. Oh, that Jinx is low. He'll flash for it.
Oh no! Well, she's probably gonna live.
I'm not sure that Mustan's gonna get it.
Oh!
Let's try for it. Katarina has to leave the fight with a sliver of health.
Jinx goes down, Pantheon goes down.
See, a lot of teams do this. This turret gonna be worth dying for? It is not gonna do much for you in a team fight. It's on 500.
Darius is pretty low. I don't know if they can defend this, especially with a Leona who has her ult up.
Exactly. A Leona with her ult and a Fed Akali. Yeah, you need that. Right? They make the smart choice. Now they're gonna have to, I hate to say it, I hate to put all the pressure on Blitz, but they are gonna need that Blitz pull.
Yes.
They need.
Fortunately for Blitz, though, it's not a terrible game for him. Like, the only person you wouldn't really want to pull is, I guess, a Leona.
It's true. No, as far as, like, they don't have any Gallios to pull, which always the worst kinds of people. But they have
like a jerk.
Though. They do have Kha'Zix, who has his jump. Corki has his Valkyrie. Oh, and Pantheon is bringing his ult down the middle.
Oh no! It's a massacre.
Arena and Jinx are going to get utterly melted. Oh!
Oh!
I've done that before.
It does look like he was gonna. It did look like he was gonna go there.
He misleads the pull there. I've done that before, though. Trust me, not feel bad. It's a thankless job, support. So this will be a 4v3 on the tower. Okay, Skill Masters. This is going to be problematic. Oh, and Fleet is going to finish this up. They get 3 for nothing.
And they'll get
They only have
inhibitor, probably.
Arena. Oh, they'll almost certainly get this inhibitor, yes. And meanwhile, on the top lane.
Yes. They'll probably get top inhibitor too.
If Jinx and Katarina misplay this game might be over in the next 30 seconds. I'm just thinking this. They could end the game. Like right here.
Oh dear!
Oh dear! That's right. Jinx just barely makes it away. That big rocket from Corki is trying to hit home. That's what we're looking for.
Good job.
Thank you. It was hard. Did it sound hard? Because it was hard. Oh, and Blitz pull.
Can we get those G-rated, please?
Blitz pulls it. And Darius follows up with his pull, but unfortunately they are so far behind him. There's not much they can do.
Yeah. I mean, look at the gold lead. I don't think there's any coming back from that, which is unfortunate because they played the blanks combo. It never fails. Never fails.
If it never fails, then why is it failing?
Never failed. Well, actually, the lane itself didn't fail.
That's true. Well, you're right. So you're saying, hold on, are shots fired? Are you blaming the rest of the team? I won't hear it. This is your team, and you have to stick with.
Why'd you have to say it like that?
Because
I'm just saying, certain people got ahead, and like Kha'Zix and Akali got ahead, and.
So you're saying it was really good play from the blue team, not bad play from purple.
Yes.
Good play from NK Skittlemasters. And fair enough. I think you're right. Darius is gonna try and fight that Akali. He gets caught out.
Oh no.
Akali could probably. What? She could at least 1v4 at this stage.
1v4.
Maybe 5. I don't know.
Oh stop. Maybe depending on the people.
1v5 in the Baron pit.
Oh stop it.
While she just has Baron aggro. So
While they're AFK or still there?
Still there.
Okay.
NK Skillmasters is pressing into the base here. They're just going to let their super minions pour in and wait for that wave to come bottom, and they'll just decide to take the bottom tower inhibitor. There's nothing the Diamondback Predators can do. Although they could get. Oh, I was gonna say that if this gets a pull, and then let's get some.
Close. Well, at least they're finishing this quick. Not letting the.
Everyone, Mira's got things to do.
No, I just hate it when we're losing and we're clearly losing, but then they delay the game because they want to get a full build.
Fair enough. So we have the final fight going down here. The final Nexus turret goes down.
Oh,
Right.
valiant effort.
Right now it's a 3-for-1 trade. And the Nexus goes down.
And that is good game.
They kept it relatively close early. We saw kind of what we thought. We saw somebody like an Akali, which is a champion where if you can outplay your opponent, you can snowball really hard. So it was hard to come back from that. But
People who.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was just gonna say the people who really shouldn't have snowballed. Well, for Diamondback Predators.
Yep.
Calling.
But yeah, so it's unfortunate, but congrats to both teams, and thanks
Yes.
so much for Diamondback Predators for playing again. I realize that they have some more inexperienced players, and they're always going up against harder talent. So we really love that they come out. And
Thank you
they're-
for playing Blinks.
Yes, and they are getting better every week. So I guess we'll go to a short break here, and then we'll get ready for game 2. I'm not sure which game that'll be. It might be. It might involve We Play for RP. So stay tuned.
Ooh.
All right, guys. I'll catch you on the other side.
See ya.
I'm ready.
Can't answer that question.
Okay.
No.
All right,
Wait.
so we're good. Okay, so all right, we're doing NK Skittle Masters. Hello, everybody. We're gonna do NK Skittle Masters versus iLogical or illogical gaming. So we had another forfeit, unfortunately. So we might have to. There might be some interesting things going on after this game, but this game is going on as planned. So we'll see NK Skittle Masters again. And what do you think? What do you think, Mira, about NK Skill Masters? My team, by the way. My half skin. If they win this game, do I get that other half of skin? Maybe.
Well, a half of another skin. So
One day I'm cashing in.
one day.
One day. One day. So what do you think, though? Do you, having seen what you, or considering what you saw last game?
I was really impressed with the Kazakh's jungle. He knew exactly when to go to the lanes, and I mean, I don't really pay attention to jungles when I'm in games, but I don't think it's very often you get them
Yeah.
doing so well. So props to the Kazakhs.
Yeah, Kha'Zix was good. We had Akali snowballed, as Akali will do. So we'll see if they feel they can. See if they feel that they can do the exact same thing again. I don't think they will. We might see a Kha'Zix jungle, but the Akali snowballing it will be unlikely.
But it started when she got that kill at top, wasn't it?
Yes.
kill on the
Rotated from the mid lane.
Darius.
We're just waiting to get the game set up. I think they're inviting as we speak. So that'll be good. Unless the champ select already began.
That'd be awkward. Oh.
Do you want to just feed me the champs and we can talk about them and then we'll just spectate and follow you in? Rise, Jace, and a Moo band coming out from which team?
Ooh.
Blue side. Kali.
I wonder what team that is.
You watch the stream just a second.
Or they're extremely, extremely lucky. It was a coincidence.
Zed pick for blue. Okay. Yeah, that's, again, something standard that definitely a meta mid champion. Not surprising to see that. Kind of like a Kali can roam around and get things done in other lanes. I mean, I really like Zed. If I was good at playing him, I'd play him. Fortunately, I'm not. Lee Sin, Lucian. Really? Okay, those are two more meta picks. Your favorite ADC.
I hate Lucian.
Why do you hate Lucian? Or is it because your ADC is black? Just say it right now. I know we're listening.
No, absolutely not. If Lucian was white, I would hate him equally.
I thought you were going to say, like, even more. I was like, wow.
I would hate him even more.
Because I hate what?
I would hate him more because it's not taboo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Lucian, I like Lucian a lot. I mean, he was the ADC of choice for me in ranked whenever I had to play. I think he was really strong. So I like that, and Lee Sin brings you a lot of versatility, a lot of playmaking. So, and the good thing about Lee is that you can get another Sightstone on him, so you end up with 2 Sightstones, potentially, on the team. And, that to me is fantastic. Again, the support is talking.
Ward Wars.
Ward Wars! And Morgana coming out.
But they're not doing the Minx combo.
They're not doing the Minx combo, but Trist is about as hyper carry as it gets.
She doesn't have chompers.
But she does have escape than the Jinx stuff. And I love it. They nerfed her ult damage which made her get played a little bit less, but I still think her utility with that spell shield is still really strong.
Thank you, Shane, for pointing out the opinion of casters are not a representation of Warrior esports.
It's a fair point. It's a fair point. Because yeah. I don't even know where I'm going with this. There's no comeback to that, baby. So far, Syndra Janna.
I like Syndra. I love Syndra. She's very good.
Who do you like more, Syndra or Zed?
I like Syndra.
Okay.
Because of her AoE stun, and I don't know. She's fun.
She's really good. She's another one that, I mean, her ultimate is, I think, does it have the highest like damage in the game?
That's what I hear. Like highest single target damage.
What's that? Okay, that's 6. So it's got some awesome all-in potential when you hit that 6. It's a race to level 6. So
and it's on a really short cooldown too.
We're hovering J4 on blue. Very good jungler. I like him. Brings a good tank out of the jungle. His ganks are pretty solid. J4.
Ooh,
Pantheon.
another Pantheon.
Ooh, baby. We're locking in Jarvan and Pantheon.
It's a very AD heavy team.
It is. That's a good point. You have Zed coming out of the mid lane as well.
Yes, and Morgana is support, so.
Is she the only magic damage?
I think so.
Wow. That's interesting. And she can Relia for the top lane.
Wow.
Okay. Now I know we don't have the comps in front of us, but given what we know, who do you like? You like blue or purple?
I like the team comp.
Then Kate Skittle. I'm gonna guess.
Yes.
Okay.
Because of the Akali Kazakhstan. I like the team comp on purple team better.
I do too. We'll see. We'll see. If this again, how many times can I say wizard on one stream? So far, we're at 2. Well, it'll actually be 3, but that one doesn't count. If you have a really good player, see, I'm changing it up on your Zed, then I kind of like their comp a bit more. But not having damage differentiation does kind of bother me. I think it's important because you can itemize to beat that on the other team, on purple team. So we'll see. We shall see. So who are you? I mean, so I know you're rooting for purple.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't root for NK Skittle Masters because they're my team and they're going to get me a skin in this game.
Yes.
But
another half skin.
Well, yeah, but it'll turn into a skin
eventually
one day. So for the for purple team though, or rather for both teams together, which matchup is going to decide the game? Do you think? Remember any of the matchups? Because I know we don't have them in front of us.
Well, I can look on the stream.
But of course I can. Oh, there you go. If this caster paid attention, we wouldn't have had this issue.
I think the mid lane, because I've seen both Zed and Syndra snowball before, and they're both, I would say, as equally terrifying.
They're both scary carries, I would agree.
Yes.
They're definitely, yeah. We'll see. Man, I've got this feeling. I don't know, but I have this feeling the Zed is going to be a monster. And even though they're going to win in spite of the AD heavy comp, only
because they're your team.
It's not just because of that. I am not shallow. When we talked about the new game, or the new map, did I once mention the graphics?
Oh, because you were asking me.
Because you're shallow.
Okay.
Well, at least you. Yeah, so the mid lane is definitely the one to watch. Out of top, I know we're in the delay. Who will be the blue team's top laner? It'll be Pantheon.
Yes, Pantheon versus Irelia. And I feel like Irelia, late game, is terrifying. Like, I think she'll be able to do a lot more for
There's a lot
purple
of
team.
terror coming from both these teams, it sounds.
Yes, yes. There's Lee Sin terror,
Well, I don't know.
Jarvan terror, Tristana terror,
The Lease and
and the terror called Lucian.
man, there's that hidden
Jaina's
race.
not that
Can't
terrifying.
handle.
Stop it.
Well, I love Lucian. Absolutely love Lucian.
Wow. You also like LeBron James.
It's true. I have a man crush on LeBron James. So that it's a
Maybe it's racial for you too.
but in the other way, you're saying I love him because he's black.
Yeah.
It's possible. I mean, I live in Philadelphia. We're about 50-50.
West Philly,
Not West Philadelphia. Absolutely not.
born and raised.
Oh, stop. The street is just so. And we're loading in. All right, so we'll get into that.
I'll follow you.
All right, follow me. I'll follow Shane. We'll all watch the game. And we'll talk.
Will we be all
what we do.
synchronized?
We will be synchronized.
Okay.
It is Riot. I give them credit where credit's due. And when it works, their spectator mode and their esports functionality is pretty good. So there you go, Riot. Take
Props. He wants a skin now.
that. Can I get Triumphant Rise just for showing up? That'd be awesome.
Oh my god.
I mean,
What are the prizes anyway?
we have 3,200 RP for each player.
Wow.
And Triumphant Rise for the winners. And then it goes down 800 RP from there without Triumphant Rise. So it's 2,400 RP for second place, 1,600 for third, and 800 for fourth.
Wow. So even if we lost all of them,
That's the beauty. That's why people need to sign up for it.
everyone's a winner.
It's relatively small, so when you're a small intimate tournament, win one game, maybe win no games, you still get RP.
Yeah. Are the prizes all the same throughout all tournaments?
I believe so. If the Riot sponsored ones, yes.
Okay.
So we are loaded in, waiting for that beautiful buffer that makes all this possible. And there we go, and we're off. So I am at 8 seconds. Is that what you're at?
12,
Okay, were you at 8 seconds? Okay.
14. I wasn't paying attention when you were asking me. I wasn't prepared.
Everyone's a troll. Especially when your name's Mira. Alright, so we have do you think we'll see anything interesting in this particular? You see any?
Well, I think
Syndra, by the
I think
did a
purple team has a better level. Pardon?
Syndra's just did a defensive ward in the river here, so she'll see anyone coming out.
Yes.
Yeah,
And that Tristana portrait freaks me out.
I don't like it. There.
No, and she looks like Poppy. I thought it was Poppy.
Well, they're not the same race.
Yeah, but still, there should be some more distinction than that. What's wrong with their last one?
That's actually a fair point. I don't actually. Janna looks like a man now in her
She
portrait.
doesn't look like a man. She just
Look
looks.
at her portrait.
She
There
looks
is nothing female.
fragile. She has long. Looks like a female. She doesn't have a defined. I don't know.
Her chin comes to a point. You could
Yeah, but it doesn't. It's not wide. That's a feminine trait.
point. You could poke an eye out with that chin point.
But that's still a feminine trait. I thought the male trait was like it was wide and. Oh fuck.
Listen, we'll go to Wikipedia after this. Right now, there's a game going on.
Oh, but I guess Lucian does have a pointed chin too.
I can't believe that we stoop so low. So the team, which is NK Skittlemasters,
Yes.
is setting up to take red buff for Jarvan. And purple team, Illogical Gaming, taking blue buff for Lee Sin. Standard starts. Bot lanes will get to bottom lane at pretty much the same time.
Do you think if you were on blue team playing an AP jungle, the fact that you kind of have to start red to get to top lane, do you think that's a disadvantage?
I do think
I've
it's...
been thinking about that.
I do, and sometimes I'll still start blue anyway. I realize... that's why I don't jungle. I'm not a great jungler. There it is.
Unless you're on purple team.
Well, then I become an all-star.
Yeah.
Meteos. Clear a path.
See the guy that plays
Nice jungle.
does he play Elise?
He does. Well, this was good.
Yes.
Now he plays a lot of Kazakhs.
Ah.
But he's still a very good jungler. All right, so right now, early goings. We have the junglers taking their second buffs. Nothing too crazy yet. Jarvan gets his second buff first, and he's moving to top lane first.
Oof. I thought Lee Sin would have been a faster jungler.
You know, I kind of think so too. Oh, Lee Sin, buddy.
Oh no.
They're gonna
they know.
bumping in the jungle.
Bumping in the jungle.
Oh yeah, the top laners are brawling in the jungle. Nobody is teaming
That's
up.
interesting. Lee Sin did lose a fair bit of health.
As did Aurelia. So
Yes.
I think NK Skillmasters wins that trade marginally. Of course.
Ooh.
Oh,
Gank from Jarvan. She's in a very bad spot. She just warded too. That is a shame. She just missed the ward.
but she good stun off. That'll save her, I think.
Jarvan could still.
Oh, I don't know.
Ooh. That was a really unfortunate ward.
She's
But
not. That's
wow.
first blood.
Oh, that worked out for them. She doesn't die from the ignite. Wow.
Comes from Lee Sin to ensure that she's.
Yes, I think she would have lived, but it would have been pretty close. That was very good job from Lee Sin. Props.
And Cinder, to be fair. I mean, I really saw that
Yes.
poorly for purple, and it did not.
Like, that was just an unfortunate ward for her. Like, she just missed the Jarvan by a second.
I've had those moments too. I feel like eventually this stream is just going to turn on to me on the couch talking about all my league problems.
Suddenly I'll turn into like a Shrank and...
Yeah, like you'll be right. Notepad.
How do you feel about that?
When you face checked, how often did you die?
And how do you feel?
So we have a early 2 kills and about a 1.5 thousand gold lead going over to purple, which is of course illogical game.
Aurelia is getting poked down early, which is understandable, but
It is.
good thing for her. Oh! That was unexpected.
She went to the well one too many times. He goes aggressive and gets Tristana.
Wow.
I didn't see it, but did Tristana try and rock jump and did it get canceled by?
See, I was paying attention at top. I was just staring at...
She rocket jumped late, so that's unfortunate for her.
Rocket jumped late, but it's not like... How did she get...
I thought you were gonna turn that into a pun. A rocket jump late, but
Not that good. Oh, Lee Sin coming in for the Zed. Garvin seems to be... Wow!
That's a dead Zed.
That is one dead Zed. And that runs.
Thing from the Lee Sin and a great stun from Sin. Happened.
I noticed the Lee Sin didn't Q to him right away because he knew he could kind of do the little dash away. If I was Lee Sin, because I'm not very good at him, I would have double tapped the Q.
Exactly, me too.
I don't have that kind of control.
Low self-control.
Like he's coming top.
Sin is
Oh!
high.
Wow. And this is why Lee Sin gets banned. Because he's so good at ganking. And he's gonna go down.
He denied.
Or will he?
He will. That was a good stun from Pantheon. He waited to the absolute last second.
Yes.
Made sure that Lee Sin took tower aggro. But unfortunately, without a Jarvan waiting in the wings, not able to take advantage.
Do you think that they would have picked Kha'Zix and Akali? They didn't
I don't think they would have picked Akali, because again, I feel like Akali is a disrespect pick. All due respect to Diamondback Predators, I think NK Skillmasters realized that, like, okay, they're a bunch of gold and silver players. We're okay.
What do you, like, you mean, you don't think Akali, what do you mean disrespect pick?
I think in a classic 5v5 very evenly matched teams, I feel like you can game plan to beat her. You really have to be diligent about doing so, but you can do it. That's how I feel. I feel like she really has to outplay. And if
So,
she can't,
is Akali never played in pros?
you don't see her often. You might see her, but like you almost have to build a team comp around it. You don't really, like, protect the Akali. So maybe like a Morgana with some spell shield, or a Zillion. That would be interesting.
So because she's so high risk, high reward. You
Right,
have
and
to be
that's-
confident that you're gonna do well.
She's a one-trick pony. If a team is good enough to buy pink wards all the time, it's a tax. But if you have the pink wards out, you know, she neutralizes some of her usefulness because she can't. You know, part of what makes her really good.
Ooh.
By the way, Morgana lands a really good
That
bind.
bind traveled. Lucian used his, what is it, the W that shoots out that one light that gives you speed if you hit
Yes.
them? It looked like it should have hit her, but it just went right past her.
It's that one. I always
her skirt.
think too, but it's Ardent Blaze. This is
Ardent Blaze.
Zed is pinging for assistance. And he's calling for a gank,
Purple team's already up by almost 3k gold.
which is pretty big at this stage.
Oh, and Lucian was low, but he's so confident that he goes in on the Tristana.
That was amazing. Did you see that he starts calling at a perfect angle and
That was
fast?
great. Do you think you could do that?
Absolutely not. Oh, we have aggression in the mid lane. Syndra go down.
Oh!
As will Pantheon, so they trade.
That was a good flash from the Zed.
It was.
And good recall, I guess. I don't know what you'd call that.
Shadow use.
Yes, shadow use.
Technical term. Jarvan comes to gank the Lee. He's carrying his ult, but he knows better than to use that against Lee Sin.
Actually, this purple team kind of good against a Jarvan because Janna can always push people, like push Jarvan out of his own.
For sure.
And Lucian, Lee Sin, and Irelia could also get out. She dashes through
I
some
like the
minions.
Janna pick. I really do. She's very good. She's fantastic. Is she probably the best appeal in the game? I mean, from a support perspective. Morgana with her black shield is really good too.
Oh, yes. But she doesn't have too many uses for that against this team because Syndra's stun, I mean, it's AoE, so she can only...
That's really the only thing you can... And like the Aurelia stun later in game, but yeah, it's interesting. I like the Janna pick more.
Yes.
Because I love Morg. Jarvan comes down to bot lane, hanging in that second bush there, seeing if he can bait something out. Maybe waiting for a Morgana bind to land. Oh, Janna almost gave her the opportunity.
Oh, I wonder if this Janna will do the what's the book called again? I had it.
Majai's still steal.
Yes, yes.
Oh, we have
that was a good. Oh,
coming from Syndra.
oh, excellent calling again.
A solid Morgana.
Wow.
But I mean, I was surprised they trade 1-for-1 there.
And Morgana almost went down. I thought she was gonna be dead for sure.
Yeah,
Starting.
I thought that was gonna be a lot better for Purple.
Yes.
Purple team is gonna. This is kind of risky with a Zed right here, full health. Jarvan also full health, not far away. They're gonna try and take Dragon, and they do. I think NK Skillmasters will be late on that one. I think with Zed and Jarvan, definitely.
Oh, Pantheon just gets away from diving the tower.
I didn't even see what happened up there. Were you watching when that happened?
I just saw that he killed her and I quickly went up.
Unfortunately, in this esport of League of Legends, there are multiple balls. And by that I mean, everybody, in football and basketball, there's only one ball to follow. In this, there are many balls. And by the way, the opinion of casters does not representation of Warrior Esports.
I was saying it for you, not me.
Exactly. So almost a 4,000 gold lead going over
Wow.
Logical Gaming.
Pretty good. What was the gold lead last game? It was it like 8k by the 12-minute mark or something?
Around there, it got up to like 20,000. Oh, we have a Pantheon coming down to the Syndra.
Wow.
She gets both of them to go away, but unfortunately, it's not enough. Good use of the Pantheon ult.
Pantheon's the only one that's really fed on the other team, and he's doing fairly well.
It's true.
But Irelia is actually beating him in farms. But he picks up another kill.
Pantheon, like he is doing some very good damage right now. He gets that early brutalizer. He's gonna melt that Lee Sin. Lee Sin only, he just got that chain vessel to leave. So he knows he needs armor. I mean, they all need armor. We're seeing it come out from the Aurelia and the Lee. I'd like to see some more. NK Skillmasters play their advantage pretty well there. They were able to get the tier 1 tower and get half health in the second one. Jarvan was prodding the bot lane, thinks better of it. But you know, Aurelia, I think we're getting back to Aurelia a little bit. Like, she's definitely a farm-intensive champion with her kit.
Yes.
So I'm not...
And even though she was losing her lane, well, kill-wise, she's really good at farming under the tower, so...
That's true.
Works out for her.
Purple team takes advantage. Some missed rotations, perhaps, Monte Cristo style. And you don't know, I don't know if you get that reference, Mira, but Monte Cristo is a professional, well,
it's an island
player. Once professional player, caster / coach, and he loves to talk about rotations.
Rotation, rotation, rotation.
Damn straight. So
I didn't think you,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I didn't think you liked him that much.
I don't really care for Monty that much. I gotta be honest. But he's the most intelligent league caster that I have ever by far. And I think that's part
better than you? No.
That I've listened to. I've never listened to my Lead is shrunken a little bit, by the way.
Yes.
So we'll see. It's down to a little under 3,000. Almost exactly 3,000.
And, I mean, they do have late game characters on the blue team as well. Tristana being one of the best late game champions, arguably.
You know what? I'm willing to go out on a limb and say that. Oh, when we have a Pantheon,
ooh,
they sense it.
Thank God for the extra speed boost on the Janet.
And I didn't see where the Pantheon ulted from, but I imagine with all their ward coverage, they may have seen him and then just knew that it was...
Good ward coverage, by the way. From the... Do we say red or purple now? I keep going...
We always say purple. Riot, I think, because of colorblind people trying to make it, like, they're trying to make a big push for red, but for right now, it's purple.
Damn colorblind people.
Yeah, God, I'm just mad with... So, Zed will rotate top, defend the tier 1. He'll get that wave. That's a nice wave for him. Right now, the teams are kind of feeling each other out. You know, and for anyone who took that sexually, you can go to hell.
And suddenly our ratings have gone down by 60%.
I think the ratings would go up. The Lucian...
Wow, that is...
Pantheon is going to gank bottom, but purple team knows that they're down there, or that he's there.
And Jarvan is also coming bottom.
And here comes Syndra. This is going to be a party.
We've had to deal with these parties before, and they're not enjoyable.
They are not. And I gotta say though, they've got to be careful because this is a 5v or 4v4, and Aurelia's teleport.
Yes.
That can turn to a 5v4, and Zed can't get there in time.
Oh, they don't have any teleports on the blue team, but I guess Pantheon doesn't really need a teleport because of his ult. Although
I think that's the thinking there.
I still think it'd be nice to have.
It would be. But they'll.
Would you take it?
If I was Pantheon?
Yeah.
If I really favored winning the early game, and I thought that I could, I might take Ignite if I was Pantheon.
I guess he did win the early game.
That's what I'm thinking, because I'm thinking he goes all in, ignites, gets the kill, then he feels like he can start to roam with some of his kills, some of his money. So Dragon will be up. It is live right now, and vision control in the favor of Illogical Gaming right now.
Just imagine this in the new patch: Dragon flying down from that ledge.
So superficial and shallow.
Shut up. Well, what can I say?
Blue team, NK Skill Masters. I have to keep saying NK Skill Masters and not blue team. NK Skill Masters, it has a ward in Dragon though, so Illogical Game won't be able to take that for free. But who's gonna make the play first?
Ooh, snare coming down from the Morgana, but
Morgana taking far too much damage. That's actually not a great culling. Here comes...
Oh dear.
Aurelia, now we have a full-on brawl. Jarvan takes out the Lucian.
And I'm about to have an epileptic seizure. What just happened?
Takes
Oh, Tarpon goes down.
Finally,
So far, it's a 2 for 1.
that was a
Pantheon
lot,
can't really do anything.
that's a lot of activity for a 2 for 1.
Was. Oh,
So late to the party, but she finally rotates.
not enough room for all this activity.
Yes,
Oh! Excellent, excellent stun
Hard.
from Syndra. That's.
Snare.
This is why I love Syndra so much.
Wow.
That's an ace.
That was
Excellent play.
that was just excellent play. You gotta. I mean, I think if you are in Skill Masters, you probably want to back up a little bit there. You gotta be.
Get dragon. They could quickly get the dragon.
Oh, they're certainly getting this. Zed is gonna maybe try and pick something off as he comes back from base.
I don't know if he can, because he's not. He doesn't have a Bork yet. He's not fed. I don't think he could do anything.
I think he could suicide somebody like a Janna or a Syndra, but it would be suicide.
Yeah. And it wouldn't be worth it, I don't think.
No. You'd be better off just going mid right now.
Getting some farm.
Exactly. Sometimes that's people often make that mistake. Listen, mechanically, I know I'm not a diamond master challenger player, but
I have to say you are gold.
well, I just want to.
But then again,
These guys, I don't feel so great about myself when we're talking about master tier people in this game.
yeah. Like, what are they doing commentating our game?
Exactly. If they can do it, they can volunteer.
Listen, they had to settle for me. There's no one else. Actually, there are probably plenty of people.
Funny you should say that. There aren't. And number 2, fans in the chat. So hey, there you go. We'll have to have you back. So we have Illogical Gaming taking a relative. I don't want to call it commanding, but it's comfortable. Comfortable gold lead here, up to almost 6,500. That's 6.3.
Your math is way too good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, NK Skillmasters is going to look to try and get a pick here. They'll have a little bit of a bait coming.
Ooh!
Arvin here waiting in the wings, but there's going to be too much.
Darwin doesn't really.
Oh dear.
I mean, he's going. What is he? He's going tanky.
No, he's not yet. I mean, he's going kind of a hybrid though. He has
Yeah.
which I think he needs, but has a Giant's Belt. So they try to get crafty there.
Backfired.
It did backfire. Illogical Gaming was smart enough. They were rotating more than just 2 champions top. I think it was a rotation of about 4.
Oh, but Triss does get a tower. A little consolation prize, although.
Smart. I mean, if you're going to lose a team fight and they commit 4 champions to it, I feel like you need to get something out of it.
Like, they are winning in towers.
That's true. And that can't be, you can't really downplay that because that opens up the map.
Yes.
If you're
Although,
pick.
top lane isn't the most important tower.
Wow, that's a bot lane player talking right there.
I meant early on. It's.
I agree.
You agree. I know you agree because we talked about this.
Listen. Illogical Gaming is pushing down mid turret.
Oh! Wow, that was an excellent ult on the Lucian.
That was good timing. They did not wait for the turret to go too low.
I think Lucian's dash was down or something. He couldn't get out of that.
Oh, they
Oh
made
dear. Oh, the Tristana comes out!
Tristana with the cleanup duty.
Wow. Tristana. Although, that's actually the Zed has been getting the kills.
Aurelia, you don't want any part of this.
Absolutely not. That, I thought it was going really well for,
Oh, it almost landed on an ass hair, but...
Oof. I bet her bum is smoking a bit from that.
Back to the game.
I bet she has some split ends from that. And this is my last cast, everyone.
So fun. Yeah, that was interesting. So initially, I think that NK Steel Masters played that really well. Got a little bit overambitious, but
Yes.
they would have turned around because Tristana made it to that fight in time. So what was that? And what did that end up being? Was that a?
I thought that was a 4-4-2. I want to say 2 or 3. No.
Even a 3.
And
Or
4 of them died?
because no, so Lee got away and so did Aurelia, right? So 3,
Oh, okay. I thought Lee.
I think. Well, maybe Lee did die. Anyway, fact of the matter is, it's a very good trick.
Yes. And I mean, they were still pretty far behind gold when that happened, and that just goes to show that gold isn't everything. Although it's a lot of it.
It isn't everything, but when teams are equally matched, it's very important, obviously. Still need to use it. Oh, and we have Magical Gaming sitting in their top jungle. And this right now, this is a main advantage. Lucian is not in this fight. But she...
Oh!
It's the ult perfectly. Janna pushes...
Wow.
Hey! That is champion. That is just champion knowledge right there. You have to play her a lot to know that timing. That's fantastic.
She didn't get a Medjay.
No, she didn't. Not surprised. I mean, I think it's a common thing you'll see on a Jan.
She's only died twice, but then she... Just 10 assists. Is it 1 stack per assist? She gets caught, but I don't think they can do anything. Although it's close.
It's a good poke, but they're not willing to commit to it.
Syndra goes back, Janna's low. They could probably do some good damage to this tower.
I think now is the time. They will have this man advantage on the tower again. They're at least going to get this move.
Yes.
Too.
I don't think Syndra should have gone back. She was full health, wasn't she?
I didn't see, but unless she was on a sliver of health, she's far too important to that team.
Yes. She could have cleared the wave, kept them back from the tower. I don't think it had to go down. But then again, I'm only gold.
How many times will you say gold in this? Oh, hold on a second. I think that Logical Gaming senses that NK skill.
No, they're pinging dragon, so they must not know.
I think that they sense they're taking dragons, so they're saying, okay, let's do the old switcheroo. Let's get Baron. And that's a very good play.
They have no vision on Baron, and now they're pinging it, and they must know that it's already gone. It's been a while.
See it now. I think they saw.
Yes.
Yeah, they definitely know now.
The ward in red.
Yes. And you know what's a problem here? What's lost is that NK Skill Masters didn't even get Dragon.
Yeah, it was a lot of time wasted. A lot of indecision.
I think at that point you just go, okay, you're gonna get Baron. Fine. You played that better than us. We'll get our consolation prize. Keep the game going. Not able to do that, and so the gold lead is up to 7,000 again. And
it hasn't increased by that much in the past 15 minutes.
It's been a slow slope, and a few times NK has brought it back.
Yes.
But they're gonna have
like that one fight at mid.
Exactly. I don't see any way they can play with the Baron, though.
Oh, absolutely not.
They have to stall this as long as possible.
So what did you say the new Baron did? It sped up minions?
New Baron speeds up and increases damage, or like attack speed on minions. Ooh, and hold on a second. NK is now taking the opportunity finally to take Baron.
Dragon.
Dragon? Baron's...
Oh, there's your half skin gone.
Son of a bitch. But it is Baron's little cousin.
They don't look related at all.
Oh, apparently, well, you know, that's just racist, but that's a really good play, though. You finally take Dragon, you get something, you make use of your time, considering you need to stall this out. You know, and on the flip side of things, Electrical Gaming, with this Baron buff, they're not getting that much done yet, are they?
No, they're not. They're pushing lanes. Well, they're not even really pushing. They're just keeping it stagnant.
Yeah, they seem to be content to farm, recall and buy, farm and B, farm.
Yeah, another news. Tristana's portrait still freaking me out. Look at it. Just look at it.
I see it.
Why so happy? Who else looks that happy?
Mira Kamuchi coming out against...
It's because she's blue. It's all racial again.
It's always black and white with you. Anyway, so
blue.
It's always black and blue with you. So
the game just skipped. Oh, I think I pressed on the Awkward.
Are you still at 27-40?
41. Hold on.
Perfect. We're good.
Okay.
So,
And back.
yep, they have the side lanes are. Looks like they're pushing in Illogical's favor, at least in the bot lane.
Top lane's pushing in blue team's favor.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the thing that we're missing here is how does Logical Gaming engage? Just
Wow, good stun from the Syndra. Pantheon's ult is coming in, and Syndra goes down immediately.
oh dear.
Wow.
Now Zed is down. Jarvan will go down.
Oh, what a good ult from the Morgana. Wow. Fact that was...
Pantheon died on the other side, buddy.
Pardon?
Lucian and Pantheon died on the backside, just to make sure you know.
Okay. The fact that it was so close with Baron in that gold lead. Like,
Yeah, it's still it was a 3 for 2, and they're going to at least.
oh yeah.
So you're right about it being close, but because of the Baron gem, they don't have to go back. They can get an objective.
But that was a really good Morgana ult.
I actually didn't see it. I was too busy watching the backside.
I think it got 3 people. It stunned 3 people.
That makes me giddy.
And I don't think she even... Does she have a Zanya? Oh, yeah, she does have a Zanya's.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been more impressive without a Zanya's.
Well, apparently I'm not as impressed as I once was. So for this next big team fight, it's likely, I mean, it's more than likely, it will be true, that the Baron buff will be gone.
Yes.
So it'll be a bit closer. Gold lead is still staying stable. It's now up to 8,500.
Slowly creeping up.
Creeping up, but the gold lead, of course, matters a little bit less as time goes on.
Yes.
So we'll see. Gonna have to find. What do you want to see out of blue team, out of NK?
I want to see a flash ult Zanya's from a Morgana with a Jarvan ult on top of a Pantheon ult, and then Tristana just wailing on them. And don't forget the Zed. And a Zed ult onto the Lucian? I want to see that.
At hello.
I didn't even say hello.
Well, you had me at hello. Yeah. Currently, so it looks like we're gonna brawl 5v4.
At least Sin got caught, but...
Did get caught. We should
Woo!
go back in.
Good stun.
Alright, so currently we have Logical Gaming pinging out that tier 2 bottom turret. And they're going to start to ward up this bottom jungle. They're going to force a siege. And you know, I think if you're NK, you feel okay about this, because top lane's pushing. You'll get some damage on that top tower, if not... Oh, and here comes a fight.
Oh.
Calling
Some good damage on the Pantheon. But he has his ult, so...
Oh. Does not look like NK wants any part of that fight.
No.
Yep. That's a scary team. And that's an even scarier team when your most fed champion, Pantheon, cannot join the fight. You're no way you're doing that, but at least they did the smart thing. They realized we can't hold this turret, let's back off of it. Let's not just die for a sliver of health on the turret. It'll end up dying anyway.
But we have seen it before where they wait to defend towers until it's almost dead, and then they go in last possible second.
Yep.
Like they feel the obligation.
You don't know that turret in real life. You don't have any obligation to the turret. But we have Baron being pinged out, and it'll be live in 15 seconds.
Ooh.
So Logical Gaming is playing the Vision War here. And I'm not sure. Oh, Aurelia comes out with the ward, and NK knows they're there.
Fortunately, not everyone's as fast as Janna, although that would be good. What's her buff?
That'd be an interesting game mode.
I can't see what percent movement speed she gives to everyone.
Her passive, right?
Yeah.
5%.
5%?
Just pretty nice. Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Wow.
You have Logical Gaming flanking from the left side here.
That's very brave of them to push up that far when they're so far behind.
Morgana is able to get her ult in
Wow!
time. Syndra ult comes down on the Zed Pantheon.
Oh, Lee Sin! The late game Lee Sin catches up to him.
The late game Aurelia catching up to these kills. Zed dies. Aurelia is able to grab Morgana. Janna flashes.
Wow, the Janna!
Beautiful Janna flash.
Oh, I've seen her do that a few times already this game. It's beautiful. I've tried to do that and it's failed for me.
That's very good Janna play.
I love it.
I'm not saying, like, obviously they're probably, they're still going to win that fight without that, but it's nice. It's nice to secure that kill.
She could have gotten the Medjay's and it would have worked out.
Watchful Gaming sensing they might be able to end it with those death timers.
Wow, definitely being able to end it. And that is good game. Good game. Wow.
And as a side note, everybody, the ward coverage was...
That is beautiful.
That brings a tear to my eye.
I'm sure it does, because more often than not, it's usually only you and sometimes me warding.
It's true. You are one of the better ADCs when it comes to warding, I would say.
Thank you.
So, congrats to both teams. NK Skillmasters, of course, won game one of our tournament today, but they ran into a very strong team in Logical Gaming. It was competitive, certainly more competitive than our first game. And they kept it. They brought it back in the mid game, I would say. Just
a little bit. A little bit.
Yeah. But
very entertaining to watch. I really liked the Janna ults.
Janna's quite good. I liked what I saw from Janna. Yeah.
And she does not look masculine. Going back to that.
Well, we'll just have to agree to disagree.
Let's see. What's up now?
So we're going to move to our next game, and Mira actually has to bow out.
I have a dog.
She has a dog she needs to tend to. So we appreciate Mira for coming out and doing that for us, and we'll have her back because apparently
Thanks for having me.
She's very funny. We like to have her. So
yeah,
we're going to go to break and start to set the next game up and our other caster, and we'll continue the Janna masculine debate.
Yes, enjoy the rest of the tournament.
Yes, thank you. I'll see you guys. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry for the delay. Looks like we're going to move right to the finals. But first things first. Obviously, Mira had to leave, had to tend to her dog, and we have returning caster Zach Fallout, as he likes to be called. So appreciate your time, Zach.
Of course, always a pleasure.
Yeah, so we'll have to have you on even more. I really enjoyed it when it was you and Brendan, so we'll have to do that again.
Well, it helps when we both know each other in real life. It kind of helps,
right? Because you can fill that dead air time, that like back and forth. So yeah, so this particular game, the finals here will be we play for RP, who has been in a lot of our finals, very good. And they'll be up against who do we have? The other side of things, Illogical Gaming.
So Illogical Gaming, and they play for RP. Got it.
Yep. Twisty Juker represents Illogical Gaming, and they're they've got some talented players. You have Diamond, Master, a few Platinums, and Platinums. That's nothing to
There's nothing wrong with Platinums.
Nothing wrong.
I have plenty of Platinums on my team. It's just people can play for RP. Well, already
challenger tier.
Already 4 challengers that I can see.
Yes,
it definitely wasn't 4 challengers the last time I looked at them when I watched them. So they definitely have
got their A team out this time.
Exactly.
Well, we'll see. Will they have a 5th challenger, perhaps? But Twisty Juker's Master. That's impressive. Oh, Sprucey was thinking about joining.
He just doesn't want to be first pick.
That's right. Yeah, so we have these 2 teams are setting up right now, so we'll get to the game as soon as we can. Zach, we were talking a little bit off or during the stream about the new changes coming to League. Are you familiar with some of them? Have you been reading?
Yes, I play on the PvE, so
you've been playing it.
Yeah, I've been playing it for like about 2 years. I have had the account on PvE for a while.
That's actually good. So we get first-hand knowledge. What do you think about the changes? Are there some good things, some bad things?
I mean, I love the way the new map is going to be because a lot right now, if you actually look at the actual database of like the map, it's like kind of blocky. But if you actually look at the new map, it's very well done. And it's like straight lines instead of here's a square here, square here, square here, square here. It's like
you like the graphical redesign for sure.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a good thing. If you just want just the map, and then I mean I don't know what's up with
the dragon buff. Like, have you experienced that at all much? With like how so it's more of a stackable buff as opposed to just global gold. I'm curious how that's going to change the game.
Yeah, it definitely is helpful. It's just, it's definitely, it brings out a lot more fights and it brings a lot more, like, actually, like, people, let's actually go for dragon instead of, like, a lot of the time, like, I see in this, like, in the normal old map, they still don't, like, not always teams group for dragon, which bothers me. I mean, that's what I run my team off of. I try and get that first dragon, try and keep wards all on that all the time. But now it's going to be even better. It's going to be more helpful, and it will change definitely the game a lot better.
So you think by making dragon, I guess it's more powerful,
more powerful, more powerful,
and so you really you have no choice.
It forces teams basically to have team fights, and you can't like build these. I mean, you can technically build these team comps based off of like pick, but they'll be a lot harder because then these teams are going to be grouping early to get this dragon.
Right. If you build that pick comp, you are relinquishing some early and perhaps late dragon control by doing
exactly.
So. Very cool.
And then I don't know what I've seen on forums. I don't know if I can't even really remember. But the thing with in the river. Is that gonna be? I don't know if that's gonna be live because I've only seen it like when I played it. They had it on for a while and then they took it out.
Are you talking about the minion guy that gives you the speed buff? Is that, or are you talking about the relics where you get the HP? Which one?
The one I don't know. There was I think the speed buff guy.
Okay, yeah, the guy The NPC that I don't think actually attacks you, he runs away, you have to kill him, and you gain a speed buff. Yeah. I'm not sure. That's interesting.
It was definitely a interesting thought. I was kind of like, well, definitely be helpful for junglers when they want to gank. Got to kill it quickly though.
Sounds like we're about ready to get into Champ Select. I appreciate that
good.
you actually have played on it, though, so we have first-hand knowledge.
Yeah,
As I'm only talking like, well, it kind of looks cool. So
yeah,
the way that did it.
I enjoy the PV just because I like buying the stuff on there before I try and buy it on here, so I don't waste my money. You know.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Right, because you get to try out all the skins too.
Mm-hmm.
What about Callista? Have you tried Callista? The new ADC.
You don't want to play her in solo queue. Not a solo queue champion.
That's true because of the Soulbind passive.
Yes, she's very much either duo queue or fives.
Okay, fair enough. I can see it's like the first champion that I can think of in League that you can like directly troll your team.
Yes, pretty much.
So you're right about that. I think it definitely be a hard champion using the solo queue.
Yes, it definitely is very hard, but she does have a lot of power with the fact that her spears stack indefinitely.
Yeah, that was interesting to me. The fact that there is no cap.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that they allowed that one because I remember when Draven passive, like the original Draven passive, that's how Draven's passive originally was. If you kept hitting him, the passive wouldn't proc until you stopped attacking him, and so whoever it was, and then it would just successfully do tons of damage. Because I remember when I played him once, and I was playing against an Alistar, and I just like basically kept throwing axes at him, but he kept healing in some sort of form of way. I don't know what he was doing, but. And then I just kind of like gave up on him because he had like half health, and then all of a sudden you just see his health bar go, because Draven passive.
I'm not sure if that the fact that it can stack infinitely will last. I feel like I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The way her thing indefinitely thing works is if you don't continue to attack her for a certain amount of seconds, then they start disappearing.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. Sure. But then, like, the way she, like, basically procs him is like an expunge.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's like Ren. She's supposed to, like, pull them out or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I feel like we were talking about it in the stream earlier. She's actually be like an impossible champion for me to play because when I play ADC and I try and farm, I am constantly canceling my auto attacks because I'm like, oh, I'm going to attack. Oh, I'm not quite ready. So she's going... I feel like I will either feed or not farm on Callista. So Callista may not be the champion for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it'll be interesting. Do you think is she like so you said she's a really good fives or like
yes.
her in fives.
You can build a very strong team comp with her because what I remember when I played her once and we had a Scion on our team, and this sounds really stupid, but basically, I had my Soulbind with Scion. I basically ulted, and he ulted right before I did. And so his ult was still going.
Damn.
And he just basically double knock-upped as he came out of the ult.
That's pretty impressive. All right.
So it's very strong if you know how to use her, but otherwise you're pretty much just going to feed.
Well, I'll have to see when she goes live. I'll be very much interested to see it. And we're in Champ Select. So... first two bands come out. We have Janna and Jinx. It's interesting. Janna really powerful. What do you think about Jinx, though? Is that a targeted bit, perhaps?
Jinx, it seems like a target because Jinx is not really... I mean, she has no escapes, but she is a strong hyper carry.
She is. I happen to like her, but not really somebody I'm afraid of right away.
Exactly. Nocturne ban. I don't personally play Nocturne, but, I mean, I guess he's strong.
That kind of feels targeted, too.
Yeah.
Syndra makes perfect sense. Very strong.
Lane bully and stuff like that.
Rammus, his ganks are almost unavoidable, even if you have a ward.
Yeah, one of my teammates, he plays Rammus top lane, and he just teleports in with home guards. That's the first thing he buys is home guards, and he can automatically gank.
It's cheesy, but it works.
Yes, indeed.
And then we have a Nami coming out as your final ban.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Lee Sin first pick.
Lee Sin's first pick, and Jock, and I'm pretty sure is their jungler. I've seen him play before, and I've seen him play a lot of Lee Sin, I believe. Maybe he'll correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe they're trying to steal that away from him. So, but Lee Sin certainly a playmaking jungle.
Mm-hmm.
I see that.
One of the standards of this season.
Mm-hmm. And also, just so you know, I forgot to tell Brendan the last time we cast it. They can't on stream see the summer spell, so we won't talk about it until the delay starts, so that people can't like.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that
it makes sense.
Forgot to tell Brendan last time. So we see Gnar and Thresh. I've seen a lot of Gnar these days. People have figured out, like, have they cracked the code? Have they cracked the Gnar code? I don't know.
I mean, his ult is really strong. If it's another one of those champions. I don't think he's really great in solo queue because he does not. He's very team oriented because it's all about the ability to throw him back into your team and be able to deal with that.
Right.
Because if you don't like, and a lot of people are not ready for that unless you're on a Skype call or some sort of like right next to each other because people aren't ready for that.
Right. That's a fair point. Definitely a fair point.
So Orianna and Lucian, standard ADC.
Very standard. Lucian's still very strong.
Yes.
I mean, Orianna, if you have a ball delivery system, as they like to call it, very, very powerful. So I'm not surprised to see that either. Jarvan.
Hovering the Jarvan. Jarvan's a pretty solid hard engage. Ralph, like, definitely you have to commit on that type of champion. And the Corki
Absolutely, better be pretty damn sure. And Corki.
Yeah. Corki for clear. So we have wave clear.
Yeah, I really like Corki. I was saying last time he's my favorite ADC to play. So I'm not surprised to see that come out.
They're both good. Corki's a good answer to Lucian just because Corki has a good mid-game spike, and he also has tons of wave clear, so it's a very good answer.
If you're good at landing those rockets, too, your damage is sneaky good, and I also like that he brings that extra... What is he? Like something like 60% magic damage all told in the game, so some good damage differentiation.
Yeah, I remember you could even see the damage if you watch the Worlds, you could see the damage if you even match the Corki with the Jace. That was pretty devastating when you just have both of those hitting at the same time.
That's true.
It was pretty fun to watch that. And then Braum, that's a decent answer to stop the Corki poke.
Yes, I think that's definitely what they're going for. Because that's the big poke coming out. There's no other poke yet. And Aurelia. How do you feel about Aurelia? I guess a late game, solo queue hero. If you get rolling, you can certainly control a game.
Well, they do have Aurelia and Orianna both late game, so they both are they definitely are going for late game at this point, is what it seems like. And then they have Lucian and Lee Sin and Braum to kind of like push the way up to the late game, I guess you could say.
Exactly. And Ahri.
They answered with Ahri.
What do you think about that? Do you like Ahri into Ori? Ahri into Ori? Oh man, I like that sound.
Ahri is definitely a lot. I mean, I think she has a lot more range than Orianna, but she's all about single target damage, so she's going to burst one person down pretty much. And so that would be a good way to possibly take her down in mid lane. I don't know that matchup because I don't play mid lane that much. So
okay. Yeah, I'm a bot lane player myself. So
jungle.
Well, there you go. Oh my god, I despise jungle. This is a match made in heaven. You can drop all the jungle knowledge. This is beautiful. So looking at just the team comps here, we don't know exactly where everybody's going at because the summoner spells probably get switched out. But just on team comp, who do you like? I mean, what is your favorite team comp here?
I mean, you have over here. Sorry, I don't know that Twisty Jugger's team.
They are Logical Gaming.
Logical Gaming. They have a late game / like kind of try and get to the late game team, but they also have the playmaking of Lee Sin and the strong bot lane between that Lucian and Braum.
It's
One of the strongest bot lanes.
Yeah.
Because with that double shot on top of that Braum passive, definitely is a like insta stun. But then you have over here at the other team, we play for RP.
We play for RP, yep.
We have the Corki and the Ari both have poke, so they definitely know what they're doing with that. And then they have the Gnar who also has poke. Thresh, they're going on, so they're most likely going on those Thresh hooks or those flash like ults from Gnar but then they also have the J4, so they have a lot more engage on we play for RP, and then there's a lot of disengage. It seems like they're going to be playing off of the engage is what Logical Gaming is going to have to do.
No, I think you're right. I really do like the Thresh pick with a Gnar, with a Jarvan, give him the Thresh Express, put him right into the fight.
Exactly.
So the ganks from Jarvan will be especially powerful. So the Thresh Lantern.
Well, even more, even in team fights, if when Gnar, so like whenever they're coming to that later game into the team fight, if Thresh lands a hook, he goes straight in.
That's true.
But he has a lantern in the back for Gnar. He can toss him back the lantern, bring Gnar with him, and knock everyone back either into a wall or back towards his team into that poke from Corki and Ari, and then the J4 lockdown with his ult. That is a very strong.
So you're saying we play for RP knows what they're doing?
It looks like it.
A few times.
It looks like it. That's what I would do personally, but I don't know what they want to do. We'll see.
No, you know what? They're probably listening to you right now, taking notes. It sounded good to me. So perhaps that's already what they were going to do. Yeah, so about a minute left on the delay here, and we'll get into the loading screen. And my favorite part of every game, we get to look at how wealthy everybody really is. No, we get to look at skins and determine who will win just on skins alone. And it's tried and true. It never fails. We'll see here. I think I like We Play for RP's team a little bit better. I'm not sure how that Ori ball is going to get into the middle of a team fight. I guess you put it on a dashing Aurelia, or
it's gonna have to be Aurelia or the Lee Sin. Those are the only two ways they're gonna be deliver that one.
And those to me are not foolproof. I don't know. I feel like you can when there's like a Rengar or something that bam, it's going to get in there and get 3 or 4 people. I like exactly better, but we'll see. See how it goes. That's why we play the games. We don't just win on team comps, or else.
Yeah, definitely.
So again, we have the loading screen now. Just waiting for, and we get to look at.
I want to see these skins. They gotta have some good skins.
So these skins, I thought, but
wow.
Bad.
All right, so we got the good old Chinese, I believe, is the Nightblade Irelia. I think that's originally the Chinese artwork.
Yeah,
Paragon Legion.
I thought it changed her race. I was like, well, this is interesting. I didn't know that there were skins available.
No, it was originally the artwork from the China.
I didn't actually know that. That's interesting.
Yeah, there was a lot of the artwork that have put into this game is from other. Is actually different in the other leagues.
Yeah, it's amazing. That I do know. Like the updated splash arts they bring over a lot of times from China, and they are so much better.
So even the Oriana is a lot better. And then we have the Dragon Fist Lee Sin. Then if we play RP, Warring Kings Jarvan, Championship Thresh, Earth Rider Corki, and Popstar Ari.
I like Warring Kings Jarvan because he looks like Lu Bu from the PlayStation game Dynasty Warriors. For anyone
Warriors,
anyone who gets that, props to you.
Dynasty Warriors is a great game.
It's fantastic. Could spend hours in that game, but we're playing today. We have the buff, the stream buff just went through, so they're off and running. Do you think we'll see anything level 1 here, or is it going to be pretty standard?
Well, Lee Sin is pretty strong level 1, and so is the Braum Lucian is pretty strong level 1. And
Braum Lucian almost makes it so that if someone's going to try it, it's going to be Illogical Gaming for the blue side.
But then they have the Thresh, but they have to worry about that hook, and also the Gnar slow, because that Gnar slow is actually pretty pretty heavy early.
Oh dear. We have replay for RP. Stacking
Looking
up.
to invade.
Push, but
They are spotted by the ward though.
So
they definitely know they're there, and they're definitely gonna answer it with as well taking their blue.
yeah, so Logical Gaming is pinging out the enemy blue. So likely just swap blue buffs.
Mm-hmm.
So they try to get cheeky. Good warding, prevented.
Yeah, there was definitely some good warding by Logical Gaming.
And they're spotted again by Logical Gaming on that ward, so they know that they know who's leaving. They know that Corky and Thresh have left.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they.
And you can see that, yeah, they definitely see the Gnar and all of them are coming back. So, and
Minions have spawned.
I'm surprised. We play for RP didn't actually ward up anything over by their blue buff, so they're not even gonna have the timer on it. It seems like, or neither will. Yeah, so neither will.
They'll trade the timers.
Yeah.
They'll trade the lack of.
Mm-hmm.
Although, hold on a second, Thresh gets out the ward. So
And say,
just as you
I
talk.
don't think that's actually close enough.
Is it not?
I don't think so.
No, I think you're right. It's not close enough. They'll know
Yeah, that definitely was not close enough.
taking it, but they won't know the exact timing.
Yeah. Alright, everyone standard lanes, no lane swaps, just trading blue buffs as jungles. And we got some already aggro. Orianna definitely has a stronger auto attack with that passive she has, but not much should happen. Should back off a little bit. Already Irelia is jumping on top of Gnar.
I'm not sure. Gnar is too new for me to know this matchup. I'm not sure who's going to win it.
Well, I mean, as long as the problem if he stays in range, he won't be able to deal with Irelia jumps on top of him. If he gets into Mega Gnar, he can deal with that, but that's the only way he'll be able to deal with it.
Gnar seems kind of like a one-trick pony that way to me in a lot of situations, where he really is dependent, at least at this kind of elo, to wait for that Mega Gnar.
Mm-hmm.
Which is pretty powerful, don't get me wrong, but...
Exactly. And it's also helpful because when he does turn into Mega Gnar, he gains a bunch of health, and that health stays with him when he turns back into Mini Gnar.
So he's got... Okay, so he actually has some built-in sustain.
Exactly.
Cool. I was not aware of that. We're learning things like this.
Mm-hmm. We already see Lee Sin hovering at mid lane. He's coming into Octane lands the Q,
Q gets the...
and just gets the flash, so looks like they'll just be content with that.
That's good. He'll probably be revisiting not too long from now, knowing that flash is down.
Yes, definitely.
And Jarvan coming to...
Jarvan's coming down to bot lane, but Thresh is at less than half health, but they are ready just to back off. No problem.
He thinks better of it.
Irelia is pretty low right now. I don't know if you want to be there right now.
Yeah, that's dangerous. I mean, she might be baiting out. The Lee Sin looks like... Oh, never mind. He's gonna... well, now he's not sure what he wants to do.
Oh, I think that Gnar messed up his Mega Gnar, because he probably could have killed her under that tower if he jumped straight into Mega Gnar. But
baiting it
here
out,
comes
and gonna do a gang from Lee Sin, yeah. I don't think they're gonna get this Gnar, though. I don't even know if he needed to flash, but he does.
Yeah. It was just a safe flash, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you're playing it safe, but yeah. I don't think Lee's gonna kill a Mega Gnar, and Irelia is too low to follow up, I think. But
Yeah,
you want to play it safe. You don't want to give up first blood.
Yep. And stop from the stop of bees.
Oh god.
Gotta make him waste as much time trying to be.
He's gonna do it again, I would think, right? Oh, they know.
Oh. Again, nothing happened in mid lane. Just standard farming.
Yep, standard farming. Least
Braum is on point with these shields though.
he is.
Every time
Every time Corky's throwing out his phosphorus bomb, it seems like I think that's what it's still called, right? Did they change it?
Yeah, that's phosphorus bomb.
He has the shield ready.
Exactly. But at this point, not much is happening. Just standard. There is a slight gold lead to the We Play for RP. That is based off of I don't even. I guess that would be farming, but it's not much farm. But it looks like we'll see first blood in mid lane.
So Lee Sin does return to mid after that flash gets burned and is able to convert it into a kill.
And that kill didn't go to Orianna, so that'll be definitely helpful. I love. That's one thing I try to strive for as much as when I play jungle is gotta be a support jungler, gotta feed your lanes.
Listen, I'm a support player, so I completely agree. I'd never
Hey.
No, I think to play jungle really well, yes, you're looking to exactly that. You're looking to get your lane rolling because you want. I mean, if you want to win a game, that's how you're gonna do it.
Yeah, the only time I try and like actually, if I really think that there's no possible way they can get it, and I know I can get it, I'm going to try and get the kill because a kill is a kill.
Of course,
But-
and there's nothing worse than an almost kill.
Yeah, because I've been in that standpoint, or in that moment of like, oh, it's about to be a kill, and then like I just don't attack it because I'm hoping that the ADC will get it, and I'm just like, and then they get away. It's just like, oh, well.
Yeah, if there's any chance at all that it's getting away. We have Jarvan doing an in-lane gank here, and Lucian doesn't know about it. Flash plays forward. Didn't get anything out of this, though.
Looks like a great disengage, back up to the tower, but lands the hook on Braum. J4 does not look like he's staying. Oh, maybe.
Lee Sin is coming to join the party, hovering in a tri-bush, but probably sensing that Jarvan's backing away, he'll also back away.
Yeah.
Gnar going with a lot of
That
daggers,
is interesting.
daggers and
Interesting.
swords.
Doran's blades? I think that's just to deal with the possibility because I really is pretty strong, slightly strong early, not like super strong, but I think he's just trying to get the early items that do damage.
Yeah, I mean, it's there's certainly something to be said about that.
Because there's always the Ryan Choi, there's always the Ryan Choi Rengar. He goes, the four Doran's blades.
Well, I mean, Spruzzi's a very good player, and
Yeah, definitely. I've seen him play very well before, so he knows. I trust what he knows what he's doing.
and he's definitely winning this engagement right now. He is doing a lot of harassment and is up in farm 10. So he's keeping the pressure on this Aurelia. Aurelia having a hard time farming on tower.
Yeah, that is the thing with being a melee versus a ranged. And then as well at bot lane, Lucian is down almost heavily in farm almost. Corki should be about 20 farm ahead, unless he just goes back. So he's gonna go back.
He'll go back,
But
but it looks like Lucian will lose a lot of this, yes, if not all of it.
He'll definitely lose that big wave that crashed into the tower. And Lee Sin is picking up the farm that was up the top of the that was pushing in the tower. So that way that doesn't
Close
get
game.
pushed all the way.
I'm sorry, no, finish. I was just saying it was a close game.
Yes, definitely. There's still no real wins, but we have a teleport down from Gnar to begin the dragon. It does not look like Logic Gaming is here to answer at this point.
Yeah, I don't think that they can. I think Lee Sin.
No, but they are back.
One second.
And they're just pulling it out. And there comes a teleport from Irelia. The dragon has been spared by we play for RP. J4 does get it out. Ari is still stuck in the dragon pit though, and is dropped down. Lucian definitely on very low health. Lucian is dropped.
So currently, it's a 2 for 1.
Yes.
Gnar's looking for more. Gets 2 people into the wall. Down goes.
Definitely secured the one, but then Gorky was not ready for the 3 other people there.
So I mean, after that crazy fight, and it was crazy. 300 gold is the lead. Like it's so we play for RP, got the dragon. Logical Gaming got the team fight win. So
Exactly.
kind of traded even there, believe it or not.
Well, the gold actually did swing back in, swapped into Logical Gaming's favor because originally we play for RP was leading with the 3k gold. Or yeah, not 300.
Right, a small course correction. True enough.
Yep, very small. But that could be just because of the drop of the kills. The kills are definitely heavily very helpful, and J4 finds a pink ward.
Poo 300 gold though, because that turns into vision wards.
That's true.
Those are
They'll
important.
definitely have to replace that one that Jeffrin just killed. So
And I was hoping that was gonna be a vision ward to make me feel really good.
hey, Oriana does have one.
She does. It's true.
You definitely weren't wrong.
Now that they're dead even in gold.
And that's just based off of farming because it does. We play for RP definitely has a higher skill, and they're doing very well in farming.
Yeah,
But at this point,
the Lucian, that's definitely where that's coming from. We have a
yeah.
mid lane aggression though. Oriana lands the ult on Arnie. He's able to take him down, but meanwhile we have a fight.
Explosive W, but then we also have aggro at bot lane where Lucian definitely needs to be caught out at this point, and he is dropped.
That's unfortunate for Illogical Gaming because they had won that engagement in the mid lane. But after again, we're back to even.
Yeah, the kills for kills.
I love this game. This is a good finals game.
Threshold landed on Braum.
Missed the.
Braum uses the ult for disengage.
I think this.
Corki is diving for that kill, and he gets it. And with the Thresh Lantern out, he safely secures that kill.
I don't. Lee Sin was waiting in the tri-bush there, but I think he started to back away, assuming that the Braum was going to be safe. Then he saw the Braum got hooked, and he could not get there in time to get the Corki.
Yeah,
It's unfortunate.
yeah, it's one of those decisions that you have to make as a jungler. Do you stay or do you leave?
Should I stay or should I go?
I was thinking that as I said that. I was like, what? Like,
Done. Thanks for everyone who came out.
Right now, We Play for RP has literally only pink wards out right now. There's the one ward from up in top lane, but definitely, Logical Gaming has the way higher ward coverage. Even if it is defensive, it still is a higher. They definitely
Still have more wards out for sure.
yes.
See
Well, and there's the early sweepers picked out. Nar definitely knows Lee Sin's there.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lee Sin might be trying to wait out that Mega Gnar, but Nar knows better.
And Nar uses his sweeper to clear that top ward as well. It's gonna be a battle for the wards. Oh, and Thresh finds a ward as well.
Oh man,
Woo!
this gets me all hot and bothered watching all these wards go down. This is fantastic.
Hey, we can be like the LCS. We can all clap every time they kill a
That's
ward. I remember when in season 2, I think every single ward that was killed got a clap or some like woo or something.
We have a gank coming in top lane. Nar was trading with Aurelia, but Oriana rotates and is able to take out Nar.
Yeah, but then we also rotate back to bot lane and Corki and Thresh tower dive the Lucian and Braum and just stomp them.
Ari and Arvin are going to take advantage of that man advantage, realizing that Ori and Lee Sin went to top, and they'll take that tier 1 mid tower.
Yep, and that will be the first tower of the game.
It was a big investment to stop the Gnar, I think. Oh, although, hold on a second.
That was a great
Yes.
Ethan play.
Yes. Oriana able to...
Ethan's not done, but then he flashed it away. Thanks to Ari's flash away, so that'll be good. That'll definitely be helpful. Nar teleport down after he used it to stop the wave, but his tower did go down.
Very good damage coming from the Oriana onto the Corki. This
Yes,
Oriana has 6 kills. Her QW ult combo is going to be devastating.
Yes.
That could be
that
interesting for the next Dragon fight coming up in 40 seconds.
that's one thing they will have to worry about. They are literally gonna have to focus her to make sure she cannot do anything. Because they're gonna have to either poke her. They do have the poke to do that, but
True.
it's gonna be difficult. And that top lane tower is dropped. Fourth tower of the game, which there was like none like 2 minutes ago, and then all of a sudden we had 4 drop.
Rotating, and then everyone started taking towers. And this is going to be a dead Aurelia, perhaps? Gnar trying to use that Mega Gnar in time.
But then
Oh, but
he turns into a little Minotaur and he's not able to get away. But he may also, and he does not escape with his life either.
no.
He dove too far.
He did dive too far, and Gnar will be down for this team fight at Dragon. So I feel like Illogical Gaming, like that misplay from Sprucey there, is gonna cost them a Dragon, I think. Perhaps. Unless we get a pick here from Ari. Oh, maybe not. You know
I
what?
said they're just gonna go straight to Dragon because of the fact that Aurelia is not there and she does not have teleport. Neither does Nar as well. Rommel drops against nobody. That's a missed Oriole as well. They logical game is the back out of this fight right now. But
He is able to steal the dragon. Good dragon steal. Lucian's on the chase on Ari. Oh, I don't think he
find it.
Aurelia takes out Dragon.
And does not look like he'll find it.
But Aurelia is here. She can troll around. Maybe Ari certainly has to be careful.
Yeah, and I really did find J4 there, so that was a one for two with dragon. So at least then did steal the dragon, which is good.
These teams are definitely going back and forth. No substantial goal lead.
But lands look on Ori and his first is down.
Aurelia decides
on fresh, but
prized. Oh, but the
the Braum W and the shield to block all damage from that. Leeson follows up to find the Corki.
They could get. Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Can he kill the Corki?
He's here.
Can he find it? And
Leeson burns down, I think, from minion damage.
yep, and that was a perfect timing on the Megan R right there.
Wow, yes. Timing is everything. That was a very close team fight. Could have gone either way. And it looks like we now have our first substantial gold lead. First significant gold lead of the game. 2,000 in favor of Blue Play. So we'll see what they're able to do with that. Able to snowball at this point. If you were the jungler for Illogical Gaming, what would your point of emphasis be at this point? I mean, what's going through your mind if you're this Lee Sin? Or at this point, you're not sure what's going on because
I mean, at this point you're gonna want to be finding picks, and I think that's a mistake. Taking that red buff, I would not be taking that red buff. I would be giving that to Lucian because that is something Lucian would be helpful on Lucian to like with kiting because that red buff's slow. But I definitely would have given that away, and just at this point there isn't really much to find. But they'd have to find a pick because that's all they can really do at this point.
The vision control from We Play for RP with those pink wards is actually very strong. Excuse me. And so, I mean, I think in order to find picks, you need to win that vision war a lot of times. And if you can't, I mean, what are you to do? You're just basically guessing.
Yeah. But this is good. This is good traveling war. Good guarding warding with the Thresh and the Corki together, because that's one thing that a lot of teams do not do. They do not they throw their support out there to go ward, but they don't have anyone to help him if he does get caught out.
Right. You need a buddy system.
Exactly. And not who else to do that is the ADC, one of the highest damaging people on their team.
That's true. Oh, a good Oreo does land it on 3, but the damage not as high as we might suspect. Aurelia went hard for the Ari. She drops down by the Corki.
Oh, but then another Ori W smashing the health bars.
Ori is able to pick up the Jarvan, but it appears We Play for RP is starting to win these team fights.
Yes, but they Logical Gaming should try and stop these backs and definitely should engage on them because they have the health bars.
It's true. We have seen a lot of blinking red coming from the red team there, purple team, and able to
definitely miss out of their chance with the possibility of taking that, splitting that team fight for a.
Perhaps they're worried if they just walk in blindly. I mean, if they're all walking together, that's one thing. But if if they're spread out at all, you walk right into an RE charm, and I guess they have the fear that perhaps they'll be instantly killed.
Yeah, I get it.
But at this point, you might need to take a risk or two.
Yeah, at this point, good transfer to blue buff over to Ori. Definitely would be very helpful with her. We play for RP again, just collecting up in mid, looks like, after J4 pushed up a little bit of top lane. And just, again.
These are both very good teams. It seems to me, though, that We Play for RP is a little bit more methodical, a little bit cleaner in what they want to do. It seems like when
they're more decisive.
Up, boom, they're there, exactly. Whereas, clearly, Logical Gaming is very mechanically sound, but a little bit slower.
they are playing off a lot of the disengage because that's what they should be doing. But in the last two team fights, they've been engaging, which is I think one of their problems because they need to play off the disengage.
It's true.
Because if Thresh lands a hook on someone, they need to immediately throw that Ori ball on that person, because if Thresh pulls someone with a lantern, and if J4 goes in and Nara both all four of those guys go in, or at least 4 or 3, whatever, that'll be an automatic 3-hit Ori ult.
It's true. Yeah, you have to have some sort of deterrent. You have to punish them for that engage. And meanwhile, the mid-tier 1 for purple team for We Play for RP goes down.
Yep.
Gold lead is steady, and it will probably remain steady, but not for very long, I would imagine. In 10 seconds, Dragon is up, and we see here's the decisiveness coming out from We Play for RP. They are ready. They're 5 seconds ahead of time. They are gonna try and burn that dragon down.
Corky's gonna have to pull it out because they do not want to deal with the Lee Sin Seal at this point.
And Logical Gaming certainly needs to get in there at some point.
Rommel missed again.
Rommel misses again. The Ori ball not anywhere useful. Dragon goes down for We Play for RP. A solid ult from Ori takes good damage too. Corky cleaning up.
And Corky and Ori definitely just constantly landing.
There's the Penta!
Can he find the Penta? But they look like they're just going to back off from it and take what they got. After they got the Dragon and the team fight, and they can just push this probably even up straight up to, maybe not an inhib, but definitely get this first tower right here. Since this still is early in the game and it's not super long death time.
Yeah, I think they can get the inhibitor turret if they want.
Yes.
I think staying for the inhibitor itself will be a little bit aggressive, a little too aggressive. Having said that, Ori, their most fed player, is not up, but they're going to think better of it, and they will leave that as an open inhibitor for later. Now that was the first real clear first real clear fight that had a win on one side for We Play for RP. So,
definitely.
We'll see. Although,
whoa, the insect over there.
Feeds a kill to Lucian. That's a good play. And that's smart. You need to, when teams are backing off, and I think you kind of touched on this with stopping the recalls. You need to, you can't just sit back. You need to make something happen.
And looks like they're going to answer with trying to get this mid tower as well. They're going to have to do it before Corky and Thresh can both get there. It is it. Oh, that's a Ori ult on Ari only, but does drop her very low.
Ari
catches the Lee Sin and Jarvanol, but they just back straight away with his safeguard. And they're just going to back up again.
Solid shield from Braum came out there to kind of mitigate some of the Corky poke, as we talked about early. But yeah, I feel like they certainly would have liked the turret there. So we'll see. I don't know. Can they really afford to wait for the next dragon and try that fight again? I'm not sure that it's going any better from here on out.
Yeah, at this point they're at an 8,000 gold deficit, I think. About 7,000. So 7,000 gold deficit.
Yeah, I don't think Logical Gaming, I don't think they can afford to wait. They need that pick. They might have to start playing risky to get that pick.
They may even want to try the old bush gank.
Yes.
Hide in the bush.
Hey, it's tried and true. The only reason people use it is because it works. We Play for RP, gonna play it smart, start to push on that open inhibitor. And their side lanes are pushing as well. That's not true. Their bot lane is pushing against them, the top lane is pushing with them.
Yep. They shouldn't have to worry about bot lane though with that bottom lane tower still up.
Good wave clear coming out from Logical Gaming. Perhaps delaying the inevitable, but we'll see.
Oh, lands a chunk of damage on Corky. They may or may not. They probably will stay for this just because they have to.
Want to get one more W and an ult onto Corky if they can land it.
That is not a good one to jump in, these, and trust me.
Oh, that
one though, they are going to have to go. That pushes the.
only on the Ari again, and here comes. Oh dear, Braum goes
Now from and J4 just.
I think this might
J4, Corky, and Ari just running over their team. But Oriana is chasing down this Ari right now.
She is. She'll get that Ari, but at what cost?
She definitely could clear J4 out pretty quickly, but then they have the three other members right behind her.
They're playing smart. They're sticking 4 together. So I mean, you see a lot of times in solo queue where you'll disengage with 4 players like that, and they'll start to go their separate ways. And somebody like Aurelia can go like boom, like she thrives on that 1v1.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're smart about it. The gold lead now is, let's see if my math serves me, is at 8.6 thousand.
Yeah, just about. And then Irelia, oh, it looked like she was gonna try and pick up a GA, but then she decided to go for the Randuins. She's gonna go for the Randuins. The GA might be a little bit more helpful, I would think, because of these fights.
Yes.
Because if she does get blown up, she does have a way to sustain in those fights and still.
Yeah, I mean, you have, with a GA, perhaps you have that option to do an all-or-nothing team fight where you put the Ori ball on her. She dives in, sure she's going to die, but she'll come back. You know,
Exactly.
and you hope to just win that one fight to turn it around.
We play for RP is turning towards top lane just to push out that wave. Right now, we play for RP also as well has full vision of that Baron, and it looks like they're gonna start it right now.
Vision wins games. And so now,
They do know they're there though.
they know it's happening, but can they stop it? They have.
They can't do anything about it because they have that mid lane inhibitor down. So it's gonna be pushing. So they're just gonna have to give that a free Baron to them.
This is going to be trouble. If they're already losing team fights, here comes a Baroned up we play for RP, and I'm not sure of. I don't know what the winning conditions are, as the buzz phrase is. In the LCS. I don't know what they are for logical gaming. That is. We play for RP. It's pretty obvious at this point.
Exactly.
They'll just methodically push down objectives, and the top lane is what they want now.
Yep, first objective right off of the Baron, pushing the top towers, because those are pretty, with the lane already pushing.
I mean, if you are logical gaming, you need to make a choice. Somewhere, eventually you just have to try, right? You can't just sit back and let it happen.
Ooh, that would have been a great Lee Sin to jump in right there, because he would have dropped straight in behind the Corky, probably could have kicked him straight under tower, and the Ori ball was right on top of their whole team practically. That probably would have been a good opening right there, but again, they're not doing anything. They're just gonna get poked down if they stay. They have to do something. They can't.
Dar is man-moding this, going right in. The Braum ult does hit the Corky. Decent lances.
There's no answer from off of that Braum ult. Just for disengage. Seems like.
Braum has played well, but his ults, he hasn't been hitting multiple targets often, it seems to me.
Yeah, logical gaming, you are gonna have to either back or you're gonna have to engage, but you can't engage right now because they have full health. You've waited too long.
Yeah, Braum went in. You see that people make this mistake often. The Oriole only lands on the Thresh, and I think this is game.
Good back off of that, but Corky can.
The charm goes on to Ori. If they get anything off of this, just back up, or will they try? Well, I guess they'll certainly take the mid inhibitor.
Yep, they'll grab the 2 inhibs.
If they get another,
They probably could even just end the game right now because they don't even need that inhib.
They can. Although here, Mega Gnar ends. They still have that Baron.
They still have a tanky J4 too, and they still have Baron. But they look like they're gonna back
It's
off.
a loss though.
They have the hook on it.
Careful.
I really bursted. Absolutely bursted. And looks like they're gonna back off with that inhib. And also a Nexus turret.
Thresh faces the mountain himself. Nature survived. That's a smart play from We Play for RP. You can tend to get greedy there, but if you're going to lose the game, it's on greed. So why try it? Just
Exactly.
play it smart.
Yeah, because at these times, at this moment in the game, at this time, the death timer is going to be a lot longer, so you don't want to...
That's where, this is where it can be thrown.
Because they do have a heavily wave clear also team at for logical gaming, so they can literally push that probably all the way up to an inhib if they did win a team fight.
That's true. I mean, with the Oriana,
It's a big if, though.
it's a big if.
Because they are now 13,000 gold down.
You know, I'm actually surprised that is not bigger, because I feel like We Play for RP in the last 15 minutes or so has been just completely dominating. And so when this Baron buff does come off, I think if you're Logical Gaming, you must go for the fight. On this inhibitor turret, you need to finally try. They're going to give up this tier 2. Here comes, this is it.
That's definitely be the deciding fight right here. Cause in the aspect of a We Play for RP, though, they're probably just going to want to sit there and try and get the tower. They're just going to want to poke a little bit because they got to deal with... Because Logical Gaming is going to have to deal with those super minions that are pushing in from both sides, the top lane and mid lane. Charm landed on a Lee Sin, definitely dropped very low.
Yeah, and chunk the Lee Sin, and they're going to have to back off. They will give up this inhibitor, and Rom will go down to Jarvan. That is good damage.
Yep.
That's three. They've just 3 inhibited them, and I don't see them come back from this.
Yeah, not many games you come back from a 3 inhib drop.
Not many, especially not from challenger level players. Lee Sin
That was
drops.
a great Oriole, though. Clear out that, bring the Gnar and the Thresh back onto the inhib, but that will be the Nexus.
So We Play for RP. Wins our final game. Not necessarily surprising, but I think that Logical Gaming was a very strong contender, and they took We Play for RP a lot further than most teams do. So
Yes.
you definitely have to be happy with yourself about that.
Mm-hmm. They definitely were winning, though, very strongly in the early game, and then just all of this, like, I don't know what happened. It's just like they... It's like if We Play for RP kicked the door down and said, hello, we're actually here. Instead of just being...
It just kind of feel like they just turned it on at some point. And perhaps that, like in that early laning phase, you don't get to see as much of that decisiveness really shine through. It's when you start to group together as 4 or 5. So maybe that's really where their strength is. And so we did see that. So congrats to We Play for RP. I think they've won our tournament, if memory serves, like 4 times. So cashing those RP checks. Love them. Hey,
I know, right?
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. They win fair and square. So, I don't think we're going to have. No, we're not going to do an interview. So yeah, we're going to try and sign off here. Zach, thanks so much for filling in for the final game.
Of course.
Really do appreciate it.
Well. I love doing this, so.
Yeah, no, we'd like to have you back again. Let's keep doing it. And I'm sorry that it was only 1 game. I kind of wish we had at least 2, but
That's all right.
it was what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was still very fun. So congrats to We Play for RP.
Indeed.
Thank you again to Zach, Fallout. And, I'm Sean Valkyr Dwyer. You've been watching Warrior Esports. Hopefully you tune in next time. Please hit that follow button. It helps us out a lot. I'd like to see that people are enjoying watching us do it. It makes us want to do it some more. So we shall see you the same time next Saturday. So let's get more teams. Somebody challenge We Play for RP. I want to see it. Sprucey, no more RP for you. Yes.
That'd be good. We hope to see that.
Yes. All right. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.